I'll stand up for the legacy that the city knew, and then respond by giving the city 62 and stay.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, Knicks Nation. Salute. Matter of fact, here we go. Salute to Knicks Nation on this Thursday afternoon, beautiful Thursday afternoon in New York, and Thursday evening in Abu Dhabi, man. Knicks taking on the Sixers in the first of two matchups out in the desert in the UAE. And you know we got to talk about it, man. This might be the most hyped, the most viewed, the most highly rated preseason game of all time. But this is why we here, man. Knicks Fan TV, the number one show for the fans by the fans. CP the franchise in the building. And as I said, we are going to take you through the play-by-play of this game. A lot of you guys at work on the grind, so we got you covered here, man. Number one show for the fans by the fans. You guys already know. So let's get into it. Salute to my franchise channel members. Salute to the replay gang, of course. And let's go, man. Let's go. All right, man, we in here. Salute to the family one time. How we doing? Salute to my franchise channel members. Eric L. Beats, Father Peace, Chris, Mellow Mike, we in here. He said, wave that towel. We are here. We are here, ladies and gentlemen, man. Clyde is already on the pregame. He's flashing the rings. So we back, man. International Smooth out in Iraq, man. Salute to you, man. Thanks for your service. So we here. So just some quick updates on this game. If you guys were not aware, starting 5, obviously that's something that's going to be on our radar. Mitch going to be starting today at the 5. No OG today, who's out with a sore hand. And Pacome Dadier gets the start. I told you I'm starting the Pac-Man hive, and I'm starting the save Pac-Man trend, because this is why you can't trade him. We don't know the extent of OG's injury, and I'm sure it could be something light. You know, look, these guys get banged up all the time, whether it's in practice or in games all season long. But it just underscores the significance of having wing depth on your team. And having someone in a Dadier who right now is more of a body than a significant contributor. But you need it. The Knicks don't have wing depth at this moment, man. So Pac-Man, we get a look at Pac-Man here. Mike Brown stated that he's probably going to go with the starters for about the first half. So we get an extended look with Pac-Man playing along Brunson, playing along Cat. Let's see how that works. But this is what I mean. In the battle for this final training camp spot, we have to understand that we got a ton of guards and not that many wings. So that's what I'm saying. You know, pump the brakes on the Pac-Man trade talk. Can we at least, you know, let them go through the program a little bit? And, hey, you never know. You might just need them. Call me up in the KFTV Discord. KFTV Discord is open all game. And as we're seeing it here, the captain's warming up. The big bodega's getting ready. Crowd looks good. I had to get my iced coffee, man. This is an extended show, man. I'm still in, off-season mode. I got to get into preseason mode. I had to eat the breakfast late, get the iced coffee in me. So we got to go. Yeah, Daniel Bosajor, he's getting a shot. Is he getting showcased? Could be. For the piece, he could be. I'm just saying from my perspective, I don't see, the reason behind trading Pacome Dadier, unless it's a situation where it's like, okay, there's no market for Kolick. You want to keep Huck Porty because you just don't know what the future holds with Mitch, whether it's injury or long-term extension. I get that. But I wouldn't want to trade Pacome Dadier. So to everybody watching on the Facebook, if you guys are on the grind, man, throw a hashtag grind in the chat. We'll shout you guys out. Obviously, once we get a scoreboard up, we'll have all of that. We got all the overlays and everything going. But just for right now, we're just going full screen franchise mode. Who else we got in the chat? Let's see who else we got here. Oh, hang on, man. We got super chats already in here. Hang on. Let me finish getting set up here. I didn't even finish setting up, man. Come on, man. All right, let me get into the Discord here. And shout out to Big Nick, franchise channel member and #1 on the leaderboard. Says, let's go CP, KFTV definitely on the grind. You already know, man. We never stop working, man. Never stop working. You guys at work? I'm at work right now. Rockmon Jones in the building, man. Shout out to Rockmon Jones, man. He just joined the franchise channel members. We appreciate Rockmon Jones. Andres Terran, salute PJ, Coach Rubens, Harlem Super Thugs. Salute. Hang on, what's this in my ear right now, man? Hang on. Oh, this is the ESPN scoreboard. I'm hearing like Maroon 5 in my ear. I'm like, yo, hold. I know that wasn't on my Spotify the other day. Yeah, I was bumping some Bad Bunny. I'm hearing some Maroon 5 in my ear. That was on the ESPN scoreboard because I'm waiting for the scoreboard to come up. Amid Belfort, salute. Lawrence Peters, Chris, need one of them towels. Hey, KnicksFanTV.com. Matter of fact, I'll tag the towels here right now. And so you guys can get that. Let me tag the towels up. I'll tag the Once Nick, Always a Nick t-shirt. Those always hot. And we're gonna drop the crew necks in these joints too, man. We're gonna drop the crew necks in the t-shirts. Because it's fall, you know? Alright, so this game is about to tip off, ladies and gentlemen. Pause. But this game's about to get it cracking. Alright, so as soon as the scoreboard is available, I'll have that for you. Yeah, make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel. Okay. Cynthia's in there. Cynthia's in the building. All right, Cynthia, what's good? All right, here we go. These guys are getting ready to tip off. I might be a little bit behind, all right? So, just give me a second here. All right, here we go. Here's the tip. Dottie gets the rock pass it to Brunson. Knicks are going left and right on the screen. Brunson being guarded by Maxey. Gets it over to Towns. Towns being guarded by Kelly Oubre. Gets it to Mitch. Mitch gets it to Mikal Bridges, top of the key. Here's Mikal. Dumps it over to Pac-Man. Dottie drive. He's got nobody there. This is to Mikal Bridges, and looks like a little out of bounds. All right, let me get my scoreboard set up here. Bear with me. Salute to everybody in the chat. Okay. All right, let me get my scoreboard up while it's still early. These guys are going. Okay. Looks like Sixers got called for a moving screen. Okay. All right, hang tight. Let me just get my scoreboard here so we can follow the score. All right, Dottie misses a 3. And Oubre gets fouled. Okay. All right, let me just get that. Okay, got the Knicks, got the Sixers. And, boom, got the Knicks. Okay. There we go. Shout out to our sponsor up today. Shout out to our sponsor at Manscaped, man. Go to manscaped.com. Use our code KFTV for 15% off your order plus free shipping. Okay, we crispy over here. Loud and clear, okay. Scoreboard is up. Shout out to D Cannon 93 says Knicks are back in full effect. No better place to be. Follow the game than KFTV. Where's everybody watching the game right now, man? Are you watching the game? All right, here's Mikal Bridges bringing the ball up. Mikal being guarded by Kelly Oubre. Oh, defensive pressure by Oubre. Okay, he's in regular season mode. Gets the steal over to Maxey, who lays it up and in. All right, oh, Kelly Oubre. And then he forces a turnover on Pacome Dadier. All right, Pacome, this is the big leagues, man. If you're going to make a statement, you better be ready. Kelly Oubre setting the tone, looking to entertain the crowd early here. All right, here is Edgecombe Gets it to Maxey. Back to Edgecombe. Edgecombe for three. That's a brick. Way off. Rebound, Dadier. Dadier pushing the break. Kicks it up to Cat. Cat, back to Dadier. Cat's rocking a little elbow sleeve. A little, elbow pad there. Mitch gets to tries to squeeze it in traffic to Brunson. Brunson up. He misses it. Rebound. Rebound. Dadier with the nice little scoop. Up and under. And the foul. Okay, Pac-Man. Let's go. Dadier with the nice little up and under scoop layup and gets it in. It's nice hustle there by Pac-Man. And he misses the free throw. All right. Here's Maxey being guarded by Bridges. Gets it to Oubre being guarded by Dadier. Edgecombe being guarded by Brunson. They get the switch. Is Brunson on Oubre. Gets it to Bridges to Maxey. Oh, okay. Maxey with the nice little runner. 5-2 Sixers. Sixers applying a lot of defensive pressure here. Here's Brunson. Gets it to Bridges. Bridges to Towns. Towns dumps it down to Mitch. Okay, to Dadier. Dadier for three. All right, in and out. Knicks got a good look there for Dadier. Here's Maxey running the break. Blocked by Mitch. Stolen by Bridges. Good deflection there by Mitchell Robinson. Here's Bridges to Dadier. Back to Bridges. Above the break three. No good. Mitchell Robinson couldn't secure the offensive rebound. Here's VJ Edgecombe with the alley-oop. To Bona. So Sixers running and gunning here. 7-2. Here come the Knicks. Here's Brunson. Rise and fire. Top of the key three. No good. Edgecombe with the rebound. Sixers running and gunning. Edgecombe looks like, did he throw it away? No, it'll be Sixers ball. It'll be Sixers ball. Pack Hive is alive, Kofi. Let's go. All right, Knicks look like they're a little stuck in the mud. Maybe they're out last night. Is Edgecombe off the inbound to Oubre. Oubre to Maxey off the screen. Maxey looking to move. Gets it to Oubre. Oubre gets it back to Maxey. Threads the needle to 25. Don't know who that is. And Mitchell Robinson gets a rebound. All right, here's Brunson. Knicks running left to right. Brunson with the scoop up and under. Doesn't get it, but he's fouled. Who's this number 25 on the Sixers? This is Barlow. Dominic Barlow. Okay, Barlow, Bona. Okay, got you. 35-25. Okay. All right. All right, here's Jalen Brunson at the line. Gets the first one down. Yeah, Lawrence Peters, I'm a little behind, man. It's whatever, man. It's preseason. I can get it up on the league pass. I'll be a little bit more up to speed. I got it on the big screen right now, using alternative sources. Okay, Brunson misses the free throw. 7-3 Philly. Here's Maxey being guarded by Bridges. Gets it to Oubre. Oubre swings it to Barlow. Back to Maxey. 11 on the shot clock. Here's Maxey back to Oubre for three. No good. Rebound. Justin Edwards. Here's Maxey driving the lane. Another alley-oop. Going over the top. All right, here's Brunson. Brunson guarded by Edwards. Ooh, Edwards gambles, and Brunson misses the lay-in, but Mitchell Robinson with the put-back slam. All right, Mitch looks like... Oh, Maxey with the runner. Tries to get it to Bona. And he gets fouled. 9-5 Sixers. Yeah, Sixers getting a lot of alley oops off those baseline cuts, man. They had another one in transition. Sixers using their athleticism right now. Knicks got to get wake up a little bit here. All right, here's Oubre. Oh, to Maxey. Sneaks past Bridges. Knicks just a step slow. Are they still jet lagged? All right, here's Brunson being guarded by Edwards. Sixers picking up. 3-quarter court. Here's back to Bridges. Over to Towns. Towns has been quiet so far. Here's Towns driving. Swings it over to Dottier. Corner three. In and out. Literally in and out. Here's Mitch. Gets the rebound and gets fouled by Jabari Walker. Yeah, all right, so Dottier had a couple go in and out. And Mitchell Robinson will go to the line for 2. Looks like they got a good crowd there. Etihad Arena. Mitch misses one. I see a couple Knicks jerseys in there, a couple Knicks hats in there. The Knicks chick is in the chat. Hello, my love. I see you. All right, Mitch makes the first free throw. All right. Here's Maxey bringing the ball up. Gets it over to Edwards, being guarded by Brunson. Here's Oubre driving on Dottier. All right, good defense by Dottier. Stayed vertical, but Oubre gets the rebound. Here's Maxey, corner three. Looks like that was blocked by Mitchell Robinson. Good defense by the block this monster. Brunson ahead to break the Bridges. Gets it in over Kelly Oubre. 11-8. Knicks look like they're trying to wake up a little bit. Look like they were in a little bit of a desert hangover. But they're getting a couple to go in there. Mitchell Robinson making his presence felt on the defensive side, on the offensive side as well. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. How we doing, man? How we feeling, man? Let me get some music in here, man. I need some tunes or something. Who we got? Stevie Nicks, salute. How we feeling? All right, any more super chats I got to shout out? What happened to my super chats, man? If you want to call into the show, call in on the Discord. My guy Will Latimer checking in. Gamba's in here. TM's in here. All right, KFTV's in here heavy. Is Myra in here? Myra, are you in the chat? It's KFTV Myra in the building. Let's see who we got on Facebook. Barbara Talley, salute, blessings. JM Marcone, how you feeling? Salute to you guys. Glenford Gordon, I see you in there, man. Shout out to Glenford on the Facebook side. Oh, we got a super chat in here. Shout out to GQ, $5 super chat. Says, what up, Knicks fam? Historic season loading. Let's go, man. Salute to you. Mr. Dunn's back in here. Shout out to Mr. Dunn's. He says, we are back. And we got $5 super chats from Rockman Jones. Rockman, appreciate you. Definitely appreciate that. All right, let's get Tingus Pingus on the Discord. Tingus Pingus, are you there?
Yes, I am here. I just want to remind fans, if they forget, we're under a new system under Mike Brown.
Sure.
The Sixers have had their head coach for how long now? Like, they know the system. So I don't want to see fans panicking like, oh, we're losing to the Sixers. How good this is happening, Like, let's calm down.
Well, this is what we do, man. This is part of the exercise. It's an overreaction show. You know that. From Summer League, preseason, this is what we do. So, it's all part of the process, man. Yeah.
And I hope, the sprained hand for OG is not super serious. Hopefully it's fine when the season starts. And, I want to see Pocom Dadier, develop and see what talent he can turn into. I don't think we should pull the trigger on him super quickly and trade him as well either.
I'm not for trading Pocom Dadier at all, man. I think they need to sit back and see how it plays out with him.
Yeah, especially with OG's history of injuries. We definitely need him.
For sure, man. And Patrick Ewing gets a standing ovation from the desert crowd. That's what I'm talking about.
They know ball.
Yeah. I had, they posted him up on the Knicks Instagram, and some kid was like, "Why is Patrick Ewing there with the team all of a sudden?" I'm like, "That's the captain. Put some respect on his name. What are we talking about?"
Yeah, people tend to forget how good Knicks players were. Like, people forget how good Wilt Chamberlain was. It just, I don't know.
The nerve.
It's weird.
I usually don't reply to people like that. He was just a random stranger. It wasn't talking to me, but I was offended.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
All right. Here's Dottie in the passing lanes, forces a turnover. All right, my man. We'll catch up, man. Good call, man. Back to my play-by-play. Okay. All right. Pac-Man forces a turnover. Inbound to Brunson, and Sixers are picking up full court here, man. He's talking about Nick Nurse's system, but Sixers are just, their effort is just twice that of the Knicks right now. Knicks are kind of just running through the motions. All right, here's Brunson down low to Carl Anthony Towns, guarded by Jabari Walker. Jump hook, misses it. Rebounded by Andre Drummond. Here's Maxey running the break. Maxey guarded by Dottier. Maxey making his move. He's looking. Gets to the Oubre top of the key, guarded by Bridges. Bridges over to Edwards, guarded by Brunson. Back to Maxey, crosses up Dottier. Edwards for three, in and out. Rebound block, Ness Monster, Mitchell Robinson. As Mike Brown said, look for the Knicks starters to play like the first half, and then we'll start to get some of the reserves in there. He says all 21 guys are expected to play between today and Saturday. Here's Mitch to Towns, give and go. Draws the foul. Yeah, OG's with the team in Abu Dhabi. They said he's got a sprained hand. I don't think it's that serious. Probably just a preseason precaution, not necessary. But like I said, you're already thin on wings. You got Hart with his pinky situation or finger situation. Can't afford to just trade out all your wings, man. Can't do that. Look at Steve Harvey. Steve Harvey, front row. Yeah, Steve said he got a lot of money out there in Abu Dhabi, man. He's planting a lot of seeds out there. So Steve's up there front row. Okay, Deuce is in. Deuce comes in for Cap. All right, so there's a rotation so far. We see Deuce and Clarkson coming in, as well as Josh Hart. So we got Deuce, Clarkson, Josh Hart, Karl Anthony Towns, and Mikal Bridges. Interesting lineup here. All right, here's Oubre making his move. Josh Hart gets in the pass lane. Deuce on the floor. That's what we're talking about, Deuce. Preseason effort. Here's Josh Hart. He's looking. Karl Anthony Towns from downtown. No good. Knicks icy from the perimeter. All right, here's Edgecombe guarded by Bridges. Gets it to Walker, who draws the foul. I like Jabari Walker, man. Like I thought the Knicks, Philly was able to get him on a two-way. He was a reserve player, a restricted free agent rather, with the Blazers. Blazers didn't want him. The Sixers got him on a two-way deal. Why didn't we just get him on a two-way deal? I don't understand. We had 3 two-ways. All right, here's Walker to Edwards. Edwards guarded by Clarkson. Clarkson, you got a D up this year. Back to Edgecombe, top of the key, guarded by Hart. Here's Edgecombe with the runner, misses it. Rebound, Andre Drummond gets to the Edgecombe. Over to Jabari Walker, fakes the 3, now pulls up for 3, misses. Rebound, Karl Anthony Towns. Here comes Josh Hart running the break, gets to the Deuce. The Deuce is loose. The Deuce is loose. Deuce McBride. You saw that from a mile away. He wanted to pull up, and he gets it going, and the Knicks take a 2-point lead. Okay, here is Edgecombe, guarded by Hart. Gets it over to Oubre, top of the key. Oubre making his move off the Drummond screen. Here's Oubre, pull up mid-range. Got him. Kelly Oubre. Okay, it doesn't look like Kolek is going to play today. Kolek's in a button-up. So Kolek looked like he's inactive today. All right, here's Hart out to Bridges, above the break 3, off the padding. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound and gets fouled by Andre Drummond. All right, so Towns rebounded well with this unit. Okay. What do we think so far? It's a nice little jumper there by Deuce. Here's Towns at the line for one. Makes it. Is Deuce rocking a headband? I don't know. Didn't look like it. Towns is rocking his little elbow joint. Daquan Tillery, I see you. Daquan, how you doing? Ed Espinal, I just paused my TV screen to catch up to your play-by-play. I appreciate it, man. I'm a little behind. Like I said, I have the means to be a little bit more current, but based on the method that I'm choosing to watch this game, I'm a little behind. But it's preseason, whatever, man. Yeah, I'm not going to be doing this every day. Here's Deuce. His Maxey guarded by Deuce. Finds Drummond after Towns had to commit. All right. Here's Towns back up. Guarded by Drummond. Ooh, tried to find Deuce cutting and was just a little off. Led him a little bit too far. Out of bounds. Sixers running. They're looking to run. Here's Maxey. Pull up. Mid-range. No good. Okay. Here's Hart running and gunning. He's looking for some soldiers. Gets to the Towns. Running the break. Foul by Jabari Walker. And one. All right. So Towns just running the break there. And Hart finds him. And one. There we go. Knicks once again running with, let's see, Towns, Clarkson, Deuce, Bridges, and Hart. So far, no Malcolm Brogdon. And what you've been seeing with his unit is Hart has kind of been the one bringing the ball up. Yeah, no Yabusele just yet. Edgecombe pulls up over Hart, misses, rebound Deuce. No headband for Deuce today. Here's Deuce surveying the field, gets to the Towns, back to Deuce. Screens for Deuce, back to Towns. Towns looking to move it. Get to the Clarkson. Clarkson three. No good. Good ball movement, though. It's good ball movement. All right, here's Maxey guarded by Bridges. Looking to make a move. Moving and grooving. Oh, spins it over to Edgecombe out of bounds. No Shamet yet. Nah, Shamet's not going to. He's not really like rotation guy like that. But so far, no Clarkson and no Yabusele and no Brogdon. No Brogdon, no Yabusele just yet. I'm sure we'll see Yabusele. He played a lot in Eurobasket. So that's another thing that's going to be interesting to see, like how much preseason do they give him, even though he's a new player and they need that chemistry with him. Yabusele did play quite a bit in Eurobasket already. So that could be something to watch in terms of what his preseason minutes look like. Shoot to everybody in the chat, man. Let me just make sure take my notes down here. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Play-by-play live. Salute to everybody on the lunchtime grind. Appreciate you guys for tapping in, man. Here working with you. We got a good crowd here on the YouTube side. Very good crowd here. Very good crowd here. Shout out to GQ. He says, is anyone surprised that Pac started in place of OG? Well, no, not really. Like, he's your backup wing. Sure, you could have went with Clarkson, you could have went with Deuce, but no, I think for a guy like Mike Brown, you know who all these guys are, except for some of your younger guys. I think Daddy's important, man. We got to see what's up, and maybe they are showcasing him. But at the same time, I think they've got to get him some experience. Randy Johnson, how you feeling? CeeLo says the game is on NBA TV. Yeah, I would expect it to be on NBA TV. I'm watching on MSG, though. You know that. we got here? Nell, how we doing? Yeah, well, the situation with Dottier, as we mentioned a couple times here, in order for the Knicks to keep both Landry Shamet and Malcolm Brogdon, somebody has to get traded. The most likely candidates are Pacome Dottier, maybe Tyler Kolek or Huck Porty, and I think the least likely, even though anything is possible, is Deuce. So, kind of just got to wait and see. But, my whole take on this whole thing has been that we shouldn't be trading Dottier. We have no wing depth. And so, to me, he's worth trying to develop versus the 14th guy who's not going to play. Even though I like Shamet. Well, let's see what happens. What do you guys think in the chat, man? All right, we are back at it. Okay, Knicks going Brunson, Clarkson, Mitch, Hart, and Deuce. Okay. No Yabusele so far. Here's Clarkson down the middle and gets it in. Okay. Here's Edgecombe. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey to Edgecombe. Back to Maxey. Maxey pulls up over Brunson. Hell no. Long. Let's go. Deuce with the rebound. Knicks running with 3 guards. Deuce, Clarkson, Brunson, Hart, and Mitch. Here's Deuce. Pull up top of the key 3. It's good. The Deuce is loose. 6 points for Deuce. Right now, Edgecombe down the lane. Gets the runner. VJ Edgecombe. He's got some wingspan on him. Good athleticism. He's got some promise here. Here's Brunson bringing it up. Swings it over to Hart. Hart looking to swing it. Gets it to Deuce. Deuce driving the lane. Oh, he's looking to pull up again. Got him. Deuce. Cooking right now. No headband. Fresh braids. Let's go. Now here's Eric Gordon. Finds Edgecombe cutting. Gets it over to... Who's his number 22? Who's this guy? I don't even know. Who is this? Who's that? I couldn't hear what Clyde said. Number 22. Jabari Broom, or Jay Broom, something like that. All right, Hart, top of the key, misses it. Maxey, rebound. Knicks up 25-19, quarter to my score. Maxey, pull-up 3 from the desert with a brick. Broom misses his Hart with the rebound. Gets it to Clarkson. Clarkson stop and pop. Misses it with no call. Wow. Clarkson looking for the call. His Edgecombe streaking. Gets it over to Broom. Down to Maxey. He's a blur. Draws the contact on Deuce. Good foul. Maxey just so fast, man. That first step, man. You blink, he's out of there on you. Okay, Janai Broom. Thank you in the chat. Calculating. Thank you. All right, who we got here? Let's catch up on the super chats. Welcome to the people. Ecom forever. Ecom, welcome to the franchise channel members, man. Everybody at Ecom forever in the chat, and welcome them to the franchise family, man. Oh, my guy's in here. Victor Barahona, we back, baby. Salute CP. Victor, how you doing, man? Welcome, man. Welcome back. Okay, John Pettit, I'll read your super chat next. And RMT, I missed your super chat, man. Shout out to RMT. I got to get that super chat. All right, here's Brunson driving on Edgecombe. Looks for Mitch, but couldn't find him. Couldn't find anybody, man. Shout out to RMT, $10 super chat. Says, return of the king himself, CP. Let's go, Knicks. Grinding. Let's go, RMT. Salute to you, man. Okay, here's Edgecombe. Surveying the field. Swings it over to Eric Gordon. Pop-up 3. No good. Oh, rebound by, who is this? Barlow. Good hustle, man. Good athleticism. Nobody saw him coming. All right, here's Clarkson. Guarded by Eric Gordon. Makes his move. Blocked by Broom. Okay. 13 seconds left in the first quarter. Got ourselves a good game here. All right, here's Maxey. Down the lane. Got him. Clarkson with the heave. No good. No good. No good. No good. All right. There we go. Okay, so right now at the end of one, we got a tie game, man. Salute, man. How we feel, man? How we feel? Quarter one of the preseason is in the books. Tie game so far, 25-25. So far for the Knicks, you got Deuce McBride leading the way with 8 points. Perfect from the field. Knocked down 2 threes and a mid-range jumper. Karl Anthony Towns getting busy from the free throw line. He's been drawing some contact there, getting some free throws off of contact. Yeah, Mitchell Robinson, 3 points. If you guys missed the main story, OG Anunoby is not playing in this game. He's out with a sprained hand. So Pacome Dadier got to start for OG. And yeah, how did Pacome look? He had a couple of turnovers, but he did knock down one shot. I'm sorry, he did knock down one free throw. Yeah, they have him 1 for 4. No, he knocked down it. No, I thought not. Oh, you know what? No. He did get the field goal, but missed the free throw. So yeah, he did get the and one, but just missed the free throw. Did Dadier, and he had 2 turnovers. But so far, that's been the rotation so far. You had McBride come in, Hart, Clarkson, but so far no Yabusele, no Malcolm Brogdon just yet. And so we will await their play here. Uh-oh. Bang! The triple bang. My guy J Cal in the building drops a $100 super chat. And J Cal will be joining us on Saturday's edition of Post Game Live. He said, we're back. I feel like I just had the first sip of Macallan 18 after being on the wagon. Much love, KFTV, and our captain, CP. Shout out to J Cal, man. Definitely pop some of that 18. Macallan. It's good stuff, man. It really is good stuff. J Cal, we went to Flatiron Room for my birthday, man. Went to Flatiron Room, me and the Knicks chick, me and the lady. The lady took me to Flatiron Room. I mean, wall-to-wall whiskey and scotch. It was like a vault. You know, like when when Thurgood, you ever see Half Baked when Thurgood, he's in the medical lab and he walks into the medical dispensary with all the trees. And he had an out-of-body experience. That's how it was at Flatiron Room. Walked in and it was just wall-to-wall scotch, whiskey, all kinds, all countries. You know, it was incredible, man. Good food, too. Good food, good live music. Had the jazz and whatnot, so it was nice, man. Flatiron Room. Okay, we are back. Okay, here come the Sixers, and they got some substitutions in there. I got to read and see who it is. Here's Eric Gordon driving the lane. Not on the block nest monster. Broom gets the rebound and gets it in. Knicks still running with the same 5, I believe, unless Brunson came out. Knicks are running with Deuce. Okay, here's Yabusele. So they're running with Deuce, Clarkson, Hart, Yabusele, and Mitch. All right, interesting lineup here. Here's Deuce running the lane. Yabusele for 3. Nephew, let me get a jump shot. No good. Deuce with the rebound. Out to Hart. Hart swings to the Yabusele. Shoot the 3 again. Yabusele, no good. No good. Philly gets the rebound. 2 18 doubles. Yeah. Oh, the 25. Yeah, the 25 is a killer, man. I was able to try that 25. It is smooth. Okay, here's Eric Gordon guarded by Clarkson. They know each other very well. Here's Clarkson. Here's Gordon over to 14. Bricks it off the backboard. Here's Josh Hart running a break. Josh Hart's had the ball in his hands quite a bit here and draws the foul on, I believe that's VJ Edgecombe. All right, who's 12 for the Sixers here? 12 is... Who's 12? He's not even here. S. Thomas? Who's 12? Oh, maybe it's Chandler. Maybe that was 14. Yeah, but Selly's jumper. The nephew, let me get a jump shot. Let's go. Yeah, maybe it's a little jet lag, man. I hope OG didn't hurt his hand, trying to get on the camel. Trying to mount the camel, man. I certainly hope not. Okay, here's Edgecombe bringing the ball up. Edgecombe driving, loses the ball. Corner for Broom, corner 3, no good. Rebound, Josh Hart. Josh Hart snags a rebound. Hart has not taken a shot yet, and he hits the deck. Is he okay? Let's hope he just got hit in the head and not anything else. Definitely not what the Knicks want to see here. All right, Josh Hart gets hit. Where did he get hit? All right. Josh Hart goes down. Not sure what happened there. All right, so Josh Hart leaves the game. He's wincing a bit. See what the outcome is there. Lethal shooter in the building. Look at the professor. Yo, I think we got to talk about the professor's his longevity in the game. The professor from N1 mixtapes. He's front row in Abu Dhabi. He's a YouTube star. Yeah, that's Big Pun. Who said that was Fat Joe? Who said it? Was that Tyler on the MSC telecast? Who said that was Big Pun? Who said that was Fat Joe? Yeah, Josh Hart going down, man. Hopefully, nothing too crazy. He was able to walk off, but he was wincing for sure. He was definitely wincing. Okay, they're saying OG's hand, he sprained the hand during practice. Injury's not seen as significant. Which I figured. But again, you're seeing it right now, live and in living color. OG couldn't make it. Hart goes down. Can't trade Dadier, man. And it's not even because he's all that of a player. You need wing bodies. It's a body right now. Call me up in the KFTV Discord. Let me know how you guys are feeling. Shout out to, who else? Who did I forget? John Pettit, franchise channel member, says, no way you trade 20-year-old Pacone. Kolek, 25, plays 0 defense, and gets a second-round pick for him. And Kolek right now, he's out in the polo. He's not even in a game uniform right now. So Kolek is out. Ecom forever, we got you. Shout out to Mikey Johnson. Maxie's too fast. Yeah, he's a blur, man. Maxie's a blur. I think he's going to make the All-Star team this year. This is why you cannot trade Bacome Dadier. But, OG's situation doesn't seem serious, and let's hope the Hart situation is not either. Wait, and then Josh Hart gets ejected from the game for throwing the ball? What the hell? All right, looks like the MSG, the guys in the truck over at MSG are in preseason mode because they're showing us highlights that are not relevant to the Hart play. Okay. Hart gets injured. He hits the deck. Maxi's 14's trying to wrestle the ball from him, and then he throws it. Come on, man. Come on, man. You know, this is when, like, these referees just don't use their head. He's obviously hurt. He chucks the ball because he's hurt. And then you eject him from the game. I mean, highly doubtful he was going to come back anyway. But just, you know, ridiculous judgment there by the Zebra. Oh, here is Kolek in the game. All right, so maybe the polo, he was just in a polo just recently. I don't know what happened. Here comes Kolek. Okay. So Knicks going with Kolek. No Brogdon. Kolek, McBride, Clarkson, Mitch, and Yabusele. This is a showcase. this is a showcase game. Well, let's see. I think there's a little mini tryout between Dadier and Kolek going on right now that the coach is not talking about. Because Brogdon didn't even get in the game yet. Yeah, Josh Hart ejected for tossing the ball. I don't think he was going to come back in the game anyway. But yeah, just stupid. So now, okay, maybe it's like an oblique. I don't know, man. All right, Philly hits a 3, and we couldn't see it because I don't know what was going on with the camera crew. But Dadier's back in for Kolek. So Kolek came in a situational basis, and now he's back out the game. So Knicks are running with Deuce, Clarkson, Dadier, Mitch, and Yabusele. All right, this is interesting. Here's Clarkson guarded by Oubre. Fills the lane. Shoot that. Mid-range, stop and pop. Misses a little bit. Mitch tips. Doesn't secure it. No, that looks out of bounds. Mitch, Knicks ball. Mitch was able to tip it. Kelly Oubre grabbed the loose ball and hit the end line there. Okay, here's Clarkson. Post up, knocks it down. All right, Jordan Clarkson gets on the board with his first points. All right, here's 14. Over to Edgecombe. Here's Edgecombe down the middle. Misses. Rebound Deuce. Deuce looking to push ahead. Over to Dadier. Running a break. Pac-Man gets blocked, but he gets fouled. There we go. Knicks getting some transition opportunities here. There you go. Pac-Man, run the lay. Let's go, man. All right, what's Mike Brown thinking here? There's Mike Brown. They got the camera on Mike Brown. Dadier at the line, shooting one. Gets it going. I'm watching on MSG. MOB, preseason injections like throwing a double team in an all-star game. Makes no sense, man. All right, it's Dadier shooting 2. Gets it going. All right. Looks like they got a good crowd there at Etihad Arena there. Here's Edgecombe being guarded by Dadier. Swings it to Maxey. Maxey back to Edgecombe. Here is Edwards for 3. No good. Rebound Mitch. Gets it to Clarkson. Clarkson dribbling up. Knicks going left and right on the screen. Clarkson making his move. Over to Mitch. Back to Clarkson. Here's Clarkson. Throws it up. All right. They're showing Brunson on the bench with Shamet, Brogdon, and Huck Porty. Deuce inbounding. Gets it to Clarkson. And draws a foul. So Clarkson draws a foul. First game of preseason, fans already ejected. Yeah. We got to get the preseason emotions out, man. We got to prepare for this. You know? All right, Clarkson gets one on a away from the play foul. Clarkson trying to get all his shots, and yeah, I haven't seen him pass it once. Here's Clarkson with a "we don't need that special" already. Jordan Clarkson with a preseason "we don't need that."
Randall going on, especially
We
in this game,
don't
because there was some.
need that, man. We don't need that. All right, Brew misses it. Rebound, Mitch. Mitch loses it. Oubre, top of the key three. All right, here goes Mitch. Rebound, Mitch. There's Clarkson pushing it up. Gets to the Yabusele. Running the break. He gets it blocked. Mitch with the rebound and the tip in. Pause. Mitchell Robinson putting in regular season work on the boards here. 12 boards for the Block Nets Monster. Here's a, oh my goodness. VJ Edgecombe just tried it. Andre Drummond got hyped. That's the Block Nets Monster. You ain't dunking on Mitch like that, man. You bugging. VJ Edgecombe just tried the Block Nets Monster to no avail. Clarkson. All right, here comes the big bodega. Yeah, Mitch, 12 rebounds at the half. I like Edgecombe's game. Is Adam Silver sitting with Ahmad Rashad, my main man. That boy Ahmad. Yeah, Edgecombe. I think the McCain injury is almost a blessing for Edgecombe. You know, they got a lot of guards that got to figure things out. You got Edgecombe, you got Grimes. That's why Grimes couldn't get the bag over there. He was just kind of like, he had a good season, but with the Sixers being so bad and getting the big pick, top pick, you go get Edgecombe. You have to get the best player available there. And so, you know, they weren't going to pay Grimes all that money. It's just unfortunate, but he's going to have to get paid somewhere else probably. All right, Shamet is in. Here comes Landry Shamet. Here's Edgecombe guarded by Shamet. Edgecombe for three. Whoa, knocks it down. Edgecombe knocking it down. Just exactly what I was talking about. All right, Brunson back in. So Knicks going with Brunson with the starters and Shamet. Here's Mitch. Finish that up, Mitch. Finish your breakfast. Mitchell Robinson. Filling the lane quite nicely. There we go. Laying it in like Wilt. Mitchell Robinson. It's looking good. He's looking good. Okay. Here is Jabari Walker. Gets it to 14. I forgot his name. Over Towns, but misses. Rebound Robinson, but couldn't secure it. Could not secure it. 77 is VJ Edgecombe. 14 on Philly is Chandler. Kennedy Chandler, I believe. Yeah, Grimes is a qualifying offer, but he was looking for like 20, 25 mil a year. For the Sixers, that would be ridiculous. You can't do that. All right, here's Chandler guarded by Brunson. Gets it over to Maxey. Nope. Slips his Maxey screen. Back to Maxey now. Here's Maxey working on Bridges. He gets it to 45. 45 with the mid-range. It's good. Salas. All right, here's Brunson being guarded by Edwards. Okay, here goes Cap on the move. Runner gets it going. Jalen Brunson gets on the board 5 points so far in the affair for Captain Clutch. All right, here's Maxey. Gets it over to Salas. Edwards back to Maxey. Being guarded by Shamet. Over back to Salas. Back to Maxey. Maxey working on Brogdon. Over to Jabari Walker. Drives on Towns. Looked like it went off his knee. Cat looks like he's in good shape. What do you think? What do you guys think? Bodega looks all right. Mitch looks good. A lot of Nick hats in the building. Okay, here is Edwards off. Rebound by Cat. Yabusele's coming for Mitch. Here's Brunson making his move. Brunson to Yabusele. Yabusele passes up the three. Surveying back to Cap. Cap wants to make a move. Takes the Yabusele screen. Finds Bridges. Corner three. Bridges. No good. Get that rebound. Here's the big Bodega. Gets the rebound. Okay. Almost loses the ball. Here's Bridges for three. Got him. Macau wanted that corner three. Just missed. And gets the elbow down. 43-37 Knicks. Here's Jabari Walker. Gets the lay-in over Mikal Bridges. All right, here's Brunson and Bridges. Bridges driving baseline. And gets fouled by Bona. Is Ariel Huckporty injured? No, he's probably, second half. I would look for Huckporty second half. Mitch already put in work. Mitch is probably done for the day. 7 points, 12 rebounds for the Blockness Monster. 1 steal, 1 block. He's ready to go for the regular season. He's ready. We'll get probably Huckporty for the second half, most likely. Okay, Cal back at the line. Oh, missed. All right. Sixers looking to move here. Here's 45 for the Sixers. That is Hallis, I believe. Gets it over to Maxey. Maxey to Jabari Walker. Walker guarded by Towns. Back to Walker. Bump fakes a three. Towns was on for it. Over Shamet. Good defense, Shamet. He wants to make the team. Bridges kicks it to Brunson. Rise and fire, elbow three. No good. All right, here's Hallis. He's running and gunning here. Over to Maxey. Guarded by Yabusele. Misses it, but he gets fouled. So the Knicks have Brunson, Bridges, Shamet, Yabusele, and Towns. So we're getting to see some mix and match rotations here for the Knicks. But the one that I did like was McBride, Clarkson, Hart, Towns, and Mitch, I believe, was out there, or maybe Yabusele was out there. I did like that unit. Mitch Dukes was able to get it cracking a little bit. So I did like that one. So to everybody in the chat, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. How we feeling, man? Lunchtime grind. We got a good crowd in here. Beautiful Thursday, fall Thursday here in New York. Where's everybody checking in from, man? Throw your cities, throw your countries in the chat. Call me up on the KFTV Discord, of course. Let me know how you guys are feeling. No OG Anunoby in this one, sprained hand. And Bacom Dade gets the start, mixed bag. And Josh Hart has left the game. We'll see what the injury is in just a bit. Here's Macau running. Oh, my God. Dives into the crowd. Macau going for it in the preseason. All right, Brunson gets a rebound. Gets a second chance. Spin move to Macau for three. Corner three. Macau Bridges knocks it down. All right, so a little broken play, but Macau Bridges' effort gets him and the Knicks a corner three. Here's Edwards. Bricks a three. Gets the rebound back to Maxey. 4 minutes to go in the second quarter. Feels like a long game, don't it? Here's Maxey. Pull up three. No good. Feels like a long game for a preseason game. But we're here for it, man. More Knicks basketball. Here's Brunson running to Towns. Wrapped up by Maxey. I don't like them type of plays, man, especially with the big man with those back injuries. But Towns looks okay. J-Cal, we're gonna touch on that question at halftime. So that's a good halftime piece there. Start that one up. Shout out to Tommy A, franchise channel member. Tommy, what's good, man? $5 super chats is KFTV holding me down while I'm on the road in the truck. First round on me at the first watch party to kick off the season. Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you, man. We will have the first watch party will be October 22nd. Knicks taking on the Cavs, of course. And then we will also, that'll be at Slate. And then we will also have a watch party on Friday. Oh, my thing's tweaking a little bit here. Hang on. Oh. We will also have a watch party on Friday, October 24th at Slate, Knicks versus Celtics. So we're going to have it at the 22nd, home opener, Knicks versus Cavs, Wednesday and Friday. So we got to, back-to-backs, if you will, at Slate for the watch party. Shout out to everybody on the road, man. Everybody on the grind. My guy said he's in the truck. Shout out to all my truck drivers, Uber, Lyft, Taxi, MTA. Shout out to our first responders on the road, my Amazon drivers, USPS. Shout out to Kenny, our USPS driver. He's a Knicks fan. So whenever you guys get your merch, everything from design to manufacturing to deployment, all handled by Knicks fans. Real talk. Real talk. The people who make the merch, the people who print the merch, ship the merch, and deliver the merch. All Knicks fans, man. We keep it in-house. For the fans, by the fans movement, man. For the fans, by the fans movement, man. All right, what are we looking at here? I got the volume down. Yeah, I do know that's Patrick Ewing's daughter at the scoreboards table, right? I'm a little bit behind on the telecast, but at the scorers table, that's Patrick Ewing's daughter, man. Okay, they're looking to see if that's a clear path foul, definitely. Quality in the chat. Shout out to Quality. Shout out to Lash, my cousin Lash in the building. Shout out to Lash. Okay, we got a couple Amazon drivers in the building. Soon Reach, big up yourself. He's in the Bronx. Bronx and Manhattan on the clock right now. Let's go. Quality, salute to you, man. Yeah, I rock my drivers heavy, man. I tell you that. I used to be one, man. I used to deliver flowers back in the day. No shame in my game. That's how I used to get my beer money back in the day. But that's also how, you're in the road. You're on the road all day. That's how you get into sports radio. I'm on the sports radio. I'm on the Mike and the Mad Dog all day. So that's how I really got into it. That's how I got hooked, because I had nothing else to listen to. Yeah, you can listen to the radio. You can listen to Hot 97 and all that. So I would switch back and forth. But the point is, definitely got love for my drivers out there. So salute to you guys. I like these jerseys, man. They got, I guess it's like the Abu Dhabi Games patch on the back of that. I like that, man. They should sell those. All right, Knicks going with the same five, starting five plus Shamet. Here's Brunson off the Mitch screen. Brunson, top of the key three, in and out for the captain. Maxey wants to run with it, but good defense, good transition defense by Jalen Brunson, allowing the remaining four to reset and force the Sixers into some half-court actions here. Okay, here is Barlow. Gets it in the dribble handoff to Maxey, back to Barlow. Nice give and go. Caught the Knicks napping on the defensive end. 47-43, 3 minutes to go in the half. Here's Bridges, guarded by Edwards. Gets it over to Brunson, guarded by Edwards. Brunson gets it over to the big Bodega. Bodega looking to be a threat. Here he goes. Drives it. Oh, whips it to Mitch. He wasn't ready for it. And the carom goes back to Towns for the dunk and the foul. The big Bodega imposing his will here on the Sixers. 11 points, 4 rebounds so far for Karl Anthony Towns. Get back to the scoreboard. All right, so Towns at the line shooting one. Makes it in. Knicks up by 7. Under 3 minutes to go here. Sixers going right to left. On the timeline is Edwards guarded by Shamet. Top of the key. Good defense. Good hands by Karl-Anthony Towns forcing a turnover. Here's Bridges running the break to Shamet. Shamet passes up the 3 to Brunson in the corner. Gets stuck. Swings it to Towns opposite corner. Towns swings it to Steve Harvey. Nobody. All right. We'll see. There's the night shot of the Abu Dhabi. Looking nice, man. Looking very nice. Looking very nice. Nice view. I haven't been there, man. I haven't been to the UAE yet. I'd like to go over there, see what's going on, see what's good in Dubai and all of that. So to everybody in the chat, man, how we feeling? Make sure you guys are subscribing to the channel, man. We are almost at 10,000 subscribers. I mean, 10,000. Yeah, right. That was like 5 years ago. We're almost at 100,000 subscribers. So let's go, man. Hope you guys are feeling good on this Thursday. Call me up on the KFTV Discord. Knicks up 50-43. We are almost at the half. Game story so far. No OG. OG missed the game with a sprained hand. He sprained it in the practice. According to reports, he is going to be okay, but just a preseason precaution. So we got to see Pacome Dadier in his stead, and Dadier was a mixed bag, mixed result. A couple of turnovers, but also had some nice drives to the lane and drew a couple of fouls. So looked like some nervous energy early for Dadier, but he seemed to be settling in a little bit. Mitchell Robinson started at the 5, and Mitch put in a game's worth of work. 7 points, 13 rebounds, plus 4, 3 of 6 from the field. So Loch Ness Monster looks to be in good shape, and he's ready to go. So his night is just about to wrap up, as Mike Brown has mentioned the fact that these guys are mostly going to play just a half. Josh Hart left the game. I have not seen yet. I'm looking now. If anybody's on Twitter, refresh the Twitter. Let me know what's going on. And we need to see what's going on with Josh Hart. What's going on here? I don't have anything. Anybody have anything? Is my Twitter working? Check 1, check 2. All right, my Twitter seems to be working, so let's see. See if we have anything on Josh Hart here. Twitter search function is terrible, man. All right. Yeah, I don't see anything on. I don't see anything on Josh Hart. All right. Okay, we're back from break. Okay, let's see what's Gamba saying. What is this? Okay, post-game. Got you. Okay, yeah. How post-game is going to work, post-game is going to be on another link. So we'll drop the post-game link in the chat so you guys just jump over to that one for post-game. Okay, here we go. Same 5 for the Knicks. Here is, I don't even know who that is. Maxey misses. Rebound Mitch. Number 15 for Mitchell Robinson. All right, here's Brunson to Mitch. Make a move, Mitch. Take him off the triple. Here's Shamet off the Mitch screen. Over to Brunson. Brunson finds Bridges. Mid-range. Ooh, no good. Air balls to teardrop. That's going to be Philly ball. Shout out to Michael, man. $10 super chat through the Cash App. Appreciate you, Michael. Yeah, hit us up in the Cash App. $ Knicks Fan TV. If you want to donate to the show, all donations are appreciated, man. All right, here's Maxey, guarded by Mitch. Don't do it. Maxey swings the ball, makes an executive decision, gets it back. Guarded by Mitch. They left Edwards open. He misses. Rebounded by Towns. Here comes Brunson. Brunson driving. Here comes Cap making a move and just missed. Just missed. Cap just a little rusty today. Here's Maxey over to Hallis. Makes it. Salas, I believe, makes it. Misses it. Here's Brunson running. Cap looking to run. He's looking to push the pace. And this time gets fouled. I think he was trying to draw the foul on Salas on the previous possession. So you always see that with the stars, right? They kind of make that move. They don't get the call, and they tell the ref, hey, man, you missed it. And then they go for it again, and then they get it. It's good theatrics there. It's good selling there by Brunson. Kevin Cornelius, listening from Louisville, Kentucky. Salute. At work at the American Red Cross. Okay, salute to you, man. Appreciate the play-by-play. Love watching the show every day. CP, keep doing what you're doing. Kevin Cornelius, a franchise channel member. We appreciate you, sir. Checking in from the Ville. What's a good distillery to check out, man, if I went down there, man? I'd love to go do that. Yeah, the game is moving kind of slow, right, Stevie? It's like kind of like regular season vibe. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm here. But yeah, very slow for a preseason game. All right, McBride is in for... McBride and Yabusele are in. Mitch is out. Okay, and Shamit's out. Here's Bridges with the steal, driving, and gets it in. Mikal Bridges, end to end, getting in on the action. All right, here's Deuce. Guarding Kelly Oubre. Kelly Oubre making a move over to Maxey. Maxey to Salas. No, that's Barlow. Maxey misses. And Barlow gets the rebound and gets it going. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Nelly Nell, my favorite IPA. I cut down on the IPAs, man. I haven't had those in so long. But back when I was in, I used to be into it heavy. I used to be into the IPAs heavy. Man, there's some good ones, man. Yo, Dale's Pale Ale was a sleeper. That's not like super IPA, but along those lines. I used to rock with, I keep forgetting all the breweries, man. I used to rock with a lot of good ones, though, man. I used to be into it heavy. Dogfish. Dogfish had a good one. Or it's a Dogfish Head. Who else? Stone Something had a good IPA. Blue Point. Blue Point had good IPAs. I used to rock with the Blue Point Oktoberfest, too. Bridges. Oh, misses the mid-range. All right, here's Edgecombe. Pull up 3 over Deuce. And that's it. There we go. At the half. 53 to 43. Knicks with a 10-point lead. Voodoo. I think I may have had Voodoo. I may have had it. Doesn't really feel like preseason. They're playing hard. Yeah, they're giving the crowd their money's worth so far. So far, so good, man. Like what I'm seeing. Let me hit you with the recap. All right, man. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Let's hit this reset. Welcome again to Knicks Fan TV, the #1 show for the fans, by the fans. You see it, man. You see it right here on the rally towel. For the fans, by the fans, man. Knicks up 53 to 43 at the half over the Sixers in Abu Dhabi. If we talk about some of the halftime leaders, I would say Mitchell Robinson. He got his money's worth. Coach got his money's worth. 7 points, 16 boards for the Block Nest Monster, Mitchell Robinson. And look, when the Sixers are, who did the Sixers start at the 5? Whoever it wasn't going to be enough to mess with Mitchell Robinson. Obviously, no Joel Embiid playing in this game. So Mitchell Robinson won the matchups that he was supposed to win. And he looked good. Looked to be in pretty decent shape. Karl Anthony Towns, good half for the Big Bodega. 11 points, 5 rebounds for the Big Bodega. 8 free throws. So in a preseason game, Big Bodega, hey, playing physical, attacking, being aggressive, and looks to be in pretty decent shape there. 11 points, 5 rebounds, and assist and steal for Karl Anthony Towns as well. Mikal Bridges finished at the half pretty strong. 10 points, 2 steals, getting into the passing lanes. 2 of 5 from downtown for Mikal Bridges. The captain, Jalen Brunson, a little rusty on his forays to the basket, but 6 points, 4 dimes for the captain. And then off the bench, you got Deuce McBride leading the way with 8 points. Some of the game's storylines, as we mentioned, Mitchell Robinson did get to start at the 5. Josh Hart came in and got some pretty good minutes. I mean, he did play 7 minutes in the half, but he would ultimately go down with what's being described as a lower back injury. Lower back injury for Josh Hart, and he ultimately got ejected from the game because he threw the ball. Josh Hart threw the ball. And so that was deemed as egregious by the referees. So, that's just what it is. So he left the game. You would probably expect his preseason there in Abu Dhabi to be over with. And so that was that for Josh Hart. Pacome Dadier got the start in Josh Hart's absence. I mean, in OG Anunoby's absence, because OG Anunoby missed the game with a sprained hand. So, Pacome Dadier did get to start. It was a mixed bag for Pac-Man. Started the game off. You could tell it was a little bit of jitters, a little bit of nerves. Remember, Pacome Dadier had missed some time during Summer League, with a foot injury. I'm not sure how much he played during practice when Mike Brown opened training camp, but he has 4 points at the half. Is his half over? Not so sure, but we'll see. He's got 4 points. He had 2 turnovers, and he had 2 rebounds in the first half. No Malcolm Brogdon yet. Yabusele did get in, hasn't scored yet, missed a couple of three-pointers, and he had a layup at the rim blocked. Malcolm Brogdon has not played yet. Landry Shamet has played already. So is this a matter of, Mike Brown trying to get Brogdon a full half or a good amount of minutes in the half? Let's see. But he has not played yet. Jordan Clarkson, 5 points, jacked up six shots. And the Jordan Clarkson experience is underway, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so welcome Jordan Clarkson to to the affair. Jordan Clarkson already putting up a couple of "we don't need that." That's a Clarkson experience, man. We are certainly here for it. Okay, all right, man. Cool. What else we got here? Salute to you guys. Okay, Jason Ushak, can't wait for the new season. Yes, absolutely, man. Absolutely. Shout out to my guy. You guys can call me up in the KFTV Discord if you want to call in. Give me your thoughts on the season. Give me your thoughts on the game, whatever the case may be. Shout out to RGT85. He says, CP, was it the Falcon or the Camel that took out OG? It might have been the Camel, man. That Camel was mighty aggressive, man, trying to get on there. You got to hold on. That, gripping the reins there. It might have been a little tough for OG. It might have been the Camel. Welcome to Simont Senior Johnson. Simont, welcome to the franchise channel members, man. Everybody in the chat at Simont, and welcome him to the family, man. Welcome Simont to the family, man. Again, if you guys want to call in, we are available on the Discord. Juan Carlo, Mark Rivera, Bro Mike on the Facebook side. Salute to you guys. And we are here, man. We are absolutely here. You know what? I see some activity on the KFTV merch store. You know what I'm gonna do right now, man? I'm gonna show y'all some love for right now, man. I'm gonna show y'all some love right now. Hang on. I'm gonna show y'all some love right now, man. Let's go. Show y'all some love. You know what? I'm a discount the store for the remainder of the game. For the remainder of the game. Let's show the people some love. I'm trying to find where it is. They said it's already there. Discard. Okay, hang tight. KFTV Live. We here live and direct. How we doing? All right, yeah. Let's activate this. Boom. All right. There we go, man. There we go. 20% off the KFTV store. And all you have to do is use the code KFTV20 at checkout. There you go. 20% off the KFTV shop for the remainder of the game. And just use the code KFTV20 at checkout. All right, there we go. Shop.knicksfantv.com. There we go. That's right, low key pop on the play-by-play. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That link didn't go through. 20. Here we go. All right, there we go. Knicksfantv.com. 20% off. KFTV20 is the code at checkout. And you guys are good to go, man. All right, let me read some more of these super chats. And we good. Yeah, Block Nest Monster, Karl Anthony Towns having themselves some good games right now. Knicks Twin Towers doing the damn thing, man. I like how Mitch is looking. I like how Towns is playing right now. Doing a good job. All right, make sure I'm getting all these in there so that you guys can get your merch. Okay, we basically got everything in there. So, yeah, there you go. All right, so let me shout out to more people in the chat. Shout out to... Oh, we got to shout out my guy. Eric Horn out in Mississippi says ESPN reports Josh has a back injury. Yes, sir. Back injury for Josh Hart. Kevin Cornelius, once again, welcome to the franchise channel members. Everybody in the chat. Shout out to Kevin. KP Zoom, which item are you talking about? It says waiting for that discount item in my cart. Which one are you looking at? We should have everything there updated there, sir. Which one are you looking at? Let me make sure I have it ready for you. Yeah, we'll see who gets in the second half. Is Brogdon going to start? Maybe they start Clarkson at the point. Does Kolek get to start at the point? Let's see who they start in the second half. Mike Brown has said that he only intends to go with the starters for the first half, so you can only imagine that Brunson, Mitch, Bridges, Cat, you can imagine that those guys are probably done. So that's that. Oh, what they said. They said Fat Joe's doing halftime. Eric Horn, $5 super chat. Oh my goodness. Yeah, no space on KFTV 20, man. Let me put that back. No space on KFTV 20. Let me put that back in there. They said the Fat Joe curse is real. They said the Fat Joe curse is real. The discount code is KFTV20. I'm going to pin it to the chat. KFTV20 at checkout, knicksfantv.com for 20% off. Just for the remainder of the game. 20% off for the remainder of the game, man. We got fast shipping. You got your KFTV versus the world snapback. New era joint. See what other joint I got. We have the black ones. 3D embroidery. You know what I'm saying? 3D embroidery. We got the Against All Odds. This was last year's playoff hat. We got those with the KFTV on the side. You know what I'm saying? Get the KFTV on the side, embroidered. All new era. All right, let's see. Gamba says what now? Okay, hang on. All right. I see what you're saying there. I gotta add the dad hat to it. Let me get the dad hat. Some of you guys want the dad hat as well. Let me make sure I add the dad hat to that so that you guys have it. Okay, the dad hat has been added to the discount. Let me make sure I got the Once a Nick, Always a Nick prints in there. We got the Once a Nick, Always a Nick prints in there. Those have been added just now. So let me make sure I have all the items there. Craig Fletcher, KFTV 20, no space. No space, Craig Fletcher. KFTV 20, no space. Yeah, should be good to go now. J Cal, did you get your dad hat? J Cal got the dad hat. All right, there we go. All right, there we go. Oh, the gritty. Okay. I see. Hang on. Let me make sure the gritties are on there. There we go. All right, gritties are good. It wasn't pretty, but it was gritty. The gritty tees are there. The worst take tees should be on there now. And that should be just about everything. I think we're good. Let me make sure the KFTV hoodies on there, KFTV tees. All right, so we should have everything there. Whatever you guys need on the shop, you're good. How was the halftime performance? Did Fat Joe, did he kill it or what? What did he do? What Fat Joe do, man? Okay, Craig got it. Salute to Craig. Salute to you, Craig. Salute to Will Latimer. Okay, Will Latimer just got his items. What Will Latimer get? Yo, Will got every hat. Will, now you got every hat, man. I pulled up on you in Atlanta. You had the white joint, I think. So Will just copped the black, the blue, and the navy, and a KFTV hoodie. Shout out to Will Latimer. Shout out to J Cal. He just copped a gritty tee. Okay, logo tees, and a Once a Nick, Always a Nick tee. So J Cal's ready for the regular season. Let's go. Make sure you guys are shouting out J Cal, checking him out, all in podcast. J Cal, new episode should be dropping tomorrow, correct? Every Friday. And you can catch him every day on This Week in Startups. Great show. J Cal's got the studio looking crazy. Great camera work. J Cal, the equipment's looking good, man. The equipment is definitely looking good. All right, if we take a look at some of the team stats here of today's game so far. Sixers 35% from the field, Knicks 37%. Neither team particularly hot from three. Boy, that's that desert rust. Sixers 1 of 20 from downtown, Knicks 4 of 19. Free throws, hey, Knicks, that has to be an improvement. And once you get to the regular season, Dottie missed a couple. Mitch obviously misses his, but Knicks 15 of 22 from the free throw line. Rebounds 31 of 25. Knicks are up there. Towns and Mitch having a good day at the office. 9 turnovers apiece by both teams. Knicks with the fast break points, 15 to 5. So, hey, Knicks are trying to play fast, find the opportunities to push it ahead, get some easy points. And they're doing that right now against an athletic Philly team who started off the game with pretty good defensive pressure and intensity for a preseason game. But both teams kind of just running through it. Vanilla offense, vanilla defense. Just trying to make sure nobody gets hurt. And so far, they've already lost heart. And the dog couldn't start the game as he was battling the camel. The dog was battling the camel. BD Gamble, appreciate you. Gamba got his dad hat, appreciate you. Yeah, Will Latimer, man, he copped every snap. Salute to Will. Salute to you, man. Salute to the salute to ATL fan for sure. All right, let's fire up some more super chats here. Salute. Bang! Salute to Trey S3522 says, can we get an updated Discord link? Yes, let me put that in the chat right now. ladies and gentlemen, make sure that you are joining the KFTV Discord, man. It's an extension of the community that we have right now. It's free to join. It's a 24/7 group chat. Nothing more, nothing less. Well, it is a lot more, actually. Not just a 24/7 group chat, but it is your means of calling into the show. We no longer have a actual dial-up switchboard. We no longer have the dial-up switchboard. We have to use the Discord. So, with that being said, I put the link in the chat. You go in there, you sign up, franchise channel members. You can connect your YouTube account to the Discord. Once you do that, then you can jump into the members lounge, and all franchise channel members get to skip the line to call into the show, especially once we get into the regular season. We start talking about real basketball. All franchise channel members get to skip the line. Okay? So just remember that. All right? Oh, speaking of which, here we go. I'm giving you guys an inside look into the Discord. Right here. Here we go. Easy Pass, VIP. Here we go. Here's our guy, J. Cal, in the Discord. We are bringing him into the live show. J. Cal, are you there, sir?
I am. Sorry about that.
Oh, good, man. How you feeling, man? How you feeling about the first half, man?
Man, like I said with the super chat, it's like I was on the wagon, and then Allen 18 showed up with the 2 rocks. I took a sip.
There you go. It went down smooth.
I was bejonesed. It went down so smooth. Yeah, let me
start doing the hustle, man. Start doing the hustle.
Let me talk out of school for 1 minute.
Let's go.
Me and CP go down to Philly to torture them.
Yep.
And I know the owner of the.
He's there, by the way. Did you see him? You saw Josh?
Oh, is he there?
Yeah.
So the owner's there, and he says, "Hey, J. Cal, come hang out in the come see me in the owner's lounge." So CP's got his own access at MSG. He pulls me in, but in Philly, I have the access, so I pull CP in. We go in there, open bar, and this woman comes up. She gets very mad at us. You can't wear that gear in here. You can't be mixed up. So we have to pull up our jackets, make sure we're not insulting anybody. We go to the bar. They're like, "What would you like?" I said, "You got McAllen?" He says, "Yeah, we got 18. CP goes, "I'll take 2. Woman goes, "Okay." And CP puts his hand up. He goes, 2 doubles. Boom. He drinks them like they're iced tea.
Iced tea, man.
I said, CP, that's not Snapple. Pace yourself. That was such a great win. But I'm so excited for this season, man.
Yeah.
And it's just so great for you to put in the time over the summer. On behalf of the Knicks Fan TV family, I want to thank you for your dedication and bringing this all together. You're our captain, right? We got the Knicks captain, we got the Knicks Fan TV captain. So, man, I know how much work it is to grind it out like this, and it's just so great. It's going to be such a great season. I love the fact that we're going to play 9 or 10 players. I know it's scrimmages. I know it's the preseason, but let's overreact. We're going to get 4, 5, 6 passes. This is going to look like the Golden State Knicks. We're the Golden State Knicks now. That's it. We're going to put up 43s.
You know it well, man. You saw those teams moving and grooving, and I'm hoping that's what Mike Brown can bring here, man.
What was so great about that team was they had very solid defense. Not the best, but very solid defense. But their defense overperformed because they exhausted other teams.
Yeah.
Klay Thompson, to Steph, to Dre, back to Klay. Klay's like, yeah, I could shoot this. I'm open. F it. Family show it. I'm going to just give it to Steph again. And they just had, that 5, 6 passes. It exhausted teams. I would sit there and I would watch teams with their heads down and they would be exhausted. And because we're going to play a 9-10 man rotation and our starters aren't going to play 36, 42 minutes, we did okay last year with those 36, 42 minutes. Thank goodness. The only injury we really had to contend with was Mitchie. But, I think this season we're going to exhaust people. And I love the bench. Man, shout out to, to the front office.
Yeah.
They just... I at this point, CP, when they make a decision, I don't even think about it. I'm like, you know what? I just defer to them because they got everything right. Like, what miss do they have? You want to talk about Bridges and the picks? Okay, fine. He's going to have the breakout season.
It's a worthy shot, though. It's a worthy shot, man, for this team.
he would be the number 2 option on any other team in the league, and on a bad team, he'd be the number 1 option, as we saw. Having him as your number 3 or 4 option, and then OG wants to get some looks. This is going to be such a great season. I am so excited, and the fam here is going to have a great time. Who do you think, CP, will be the most impressive, the most improved player, not named Jalen Brunson? Because the captain's going to be better and better every year. I mean, I don't know if he's at his ceiling yet. I think he's got a little bit more he can do.
Yeah.
Like maybe with the threes, taking up more threes, more open shots, less ISO. But let's put him aside. Most improved.
I think it could be OG, and that's
Really?
that's saying a lot because this was his best year offensively. But I think with as much movement, ball movement, and player movement that Mike Brown is preaching, I think that's going to allow him to get more of those dives to the basket, the cuts to the basket, and his shot profile is exactly what the Knicks need for the modern NBA. High percentage twos and good-looking threes. And I think the way that they're going to be moving the ball, if they execute as designed, he should stand to benefit as long as he's knocking down those shots. And his defense is going to speak for himself.
Yeah, that was my second most improved. I think because Bridges had such a poor season, I think he's going to be the most improved. But I understand the argument for OG, and he was my second choice there. I just love when Bridges is floating around, and I know it's not the high percentage shot, but when he's floating around that mid-range, man, he looks like some combination of Kobe and Carmelo, just floating it up. Sometimes he goes glass. Sometimes he just puts these little, dainty shots up. But man, he's so efficient from there. And I think that's going to confuse defenses because like you're saying, they're going to be all these corner threes. You're going to have somebody like OG who, I love when he all of a sudden just looks in front of him. He's like, oh, nobody's here? I'll dunk it. Boom. And he just explodes to the basket. I love that. But Bridges floating around. And if this is really a movement offense, I think Bridges could be, we're going to have some nights where he's going to be 20, 30, and 7. He's going to have some really nice games, nice games.
Well, he's the most important for sure of the Brunson and Cat guys. He's going to be the most important. In terms of
why is he?
In terms of making his team better, because he's probably your third best engine or playmaker, and that's what a lot of these teams, a lot of the good teams can rely on is having a diverse group who can not only put the ball on the floor, but play make, but shoot. And so with Brunson, with Towns, if Bridges is more comfortable in this offense with his mid-range shot, his ability to play fast and play make a little bit, I think that's vital for this team.
What chance does Hart have to be sixth man of the year if he does come off the bench, which it looks like he's going to?
I don't know, man. You got to hope his production remains the same. It's going to be interesting to see how he battles these injuries because if he didn't take, I don't think he took a shot in the first half. How many shots did Hart take? He took one.
Yeah, I don't know. One, yeah.
He took one, and if he's running on second units with Clarkson and Deuce, they're going to be firing away. So it seems like he's just going to be filling that servant role, just getting rebounds and playmaking and kind of just pushing that point.
Malcolm Brogdon, he wasn't he sixth man of the year
2 years ago. Remember, he came in first when Deuce came. When Quickly came in second. Malcolm Brogdon won it that year.
Right. Yes. Yeah. See, Malcolm Brogdon. Maybe he's going to be sixth man. That's interesting too. Like, do you think he's going to lean on him to be the first off the bench?
Yeah,
Deuce first off the bench.
So sure.
Hart first off the bench. Who's going to be first off the bench?
I think it's going to be between Deuce and Clarkson. I think that's how it's looking right now. Anything can change, but that's why I have a hard time seeing how the 10-man rotation is going to work.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure that out too because if you've got Brogdon, Deuce, Hart, and Clarkson to choose from, man, are we going from like the worst bench in the league or bottom third to the top third?
On paper, for sure. On paper, for sure. Here's Clarkson. He's trying to heat up. Out to Dadier. Let's see. Dadier over to Deuce. Sets the screen. Here's Deuce working on Barlow. Deuce down the lane. Nice scoop layup. Nice job by Deuce, man.
Yeah. He's got so much potential.
Yeah. So right now we're running with, speaking of second unit guys, right now the Knicks are running with Clarkson, McBride, Shamet, Dadier, and Yabusele. So let's see how they fare, especially defensively. Let's see how these guys do. Zubre knocks down the 3.
Yabusele's another wild card. I
Yeah.
mean, what if he has a breakout? Did you see that game in France where he had
36.
36? So
Yeah.
I mean, he might be a sleeper for us.
Pull up 3
How did we
Dadier,
get-
no good. No good.
How did we get Yabusele? How did we get him? How is he available?
He said he had one more offer. And clearly, Philly was trying to remain flexible, so they didn't bring him back. But he said he only had one other offer that he was weighing after the Knicks offer. So it's kind of interesting. But it kind of just tells you what the market looks like for these mid-range guys, especially in this salary cap era, the CBA era.
Yeah, these aprons are changing everything.
Yeah. Deuce just hit a nice little Dirkish mid-range. That was nice by Deuce.
Yeah, he's so buttery, man. When he gets in his bag, he's just so buttery.
And Deuce looks like Eddie just drew a offensive foul. So here we go. Nice job by Deuce here. The Deuce is loose out there in Abu Dhabi, man.
I got offered some courtside seats, but I couldn't make it out there because I'm going to Saudi next month. I couldn't do 2 trips.
Okay. Have you been out there? You been to Abu Dhabi before?
I've been there 3 times. I've been going to the Middle East the last 3 years. Really amazing. Reminds me of New York in the 90s. They're really investing.
Heavy investment,
everybody wants to build everybody wants to build a business. It's pretty great. Yeah, they're going to be key players in the market in terms of business, investing in companies, private equity, companies, everything.
Yeah, heavy investments out there, man.
Yeah,
I'll try to get the next one.
For sure, we'll go to the next one. But I think it's really interesting they picked the Knicks as a way to introduce Abu Dhabi specifically.
Yeah.
They picked the Knicks.
Yeah.
They wanted the association with winners and the greatest city in the world.
They're putting some respect on our name, man.
Yeah. They know. They know what's up.
Put some respect on our name, man.
God, it's going to be such a great season. I can't wait to be at the Garden.
Garden opening night, Celtics, Miami. Miami's going to be a good one. We're going down to Miami, man.
I mean, I saw that Jason Tatum video, and I'm like, what are you guys doing? Do not put him on the court. I understand science, technology. He got the surgery quick, but that does not seem advisable.
Yeah.
What are they? Why are they rushing, man? If they put him on the court before the break or before Christmas, and he gets injured, they're gonna feel really dumb.
I can't see them rushing. I can't see them rushing him. They've got to get that thing strong. That Achilles, man. They got to get that thing strong, man. I definitely can't see them rushing it.
Yeah, I mean I saw that video and I was like, is that fake? Is that AI? What's going on here? What are we talking about?
No, well, you know what? Even Damon Halliburton, they're out of their boots and stuff like that. So it seems like that you're able to shed the boot fairly quickly. Maybe the rehab is the longest part. The rehab and recovery to really strengthen that area.
6150. We're handling these guys.
Yeah.
This is not an issue.
Yeah,
this is not
they're in good shape right now. 6:33 left.
Yeah, man, McBride, look at that jumper.
The Deuce is loose, man. So to everybody in the chat, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. Dolpho D, welcome back to the franchise channel membership. Shout out to Dolpho D, man.
Yeah, definitely get that membership going because that's like a baseline of support for the channel, keeping the cameras rolling, keeping.
Absolutely, man. Vital for the trajectory of the show, man. Absolutely.
Listen, if you're hitting up Starbucks once in a while, if you're going to Sweet Greens, whatever you're doing, come on, man, that's like 20, 30, 40 bucks.
Cheaper than a Big Mac. Cheaper than a Big Mac, I think.
It looks like we're back.
Yeah. Back at it. Look at that Dirk shot by Deuce. Deuce working on his bag. All right, let's see what we got here. Seeing a couple orange and blue jerseys in the crowd.
Yeah.
All right, so Knicks roll. Here's Brogdon. Malcolm Brogdon getting in the game. All right, here's Deuce. And here's Huck Porty. So Knicks rolling with Deuce. Garrison Matthews, Malcolm Brogdon, and Shamet, and Ariel Huck Porty. We'll see how they fare here.
this is what the preseason's about.
This is
get
what
your
it's
guys
about.
warmed up for the first half, and then let's get some players some run. Let's see who wants to get minutes. Let's see who's going to earn those minutes. 7th, 8th, 9th slot. Those are important minutes to get. You got to make the most of them.
Oubre misses his shot. Here's Garrison Matthews over to Huck Porty. Back to Matthews on the dribble handoff. Here's Matthews surveying his field. Over to Deuce. Deuce got to lead this unit right here. Here's Deuce driving baseline. Kicks it to Shamet in the corner. Shamet drives. Gets it back over to Deuce. Deuce pull up 3. Misses. Rebound by Edgecombe.
Yeah, there's a little sand in the gears. We're gonna have to shake out a little bit of that sand.
Yeah.
Little rust. That's okay.
Yeah. It's all
It's all good. Look how natural Mike Brown looks on that bench. He's smiling. He's talking to
smooth.
guys. I think it's going to be a little more joy. Like after Tibbs gave him the hard love and he's a little grumpy, I think these guys are going to, be a little lighter on their feet. Let's just hope the defense stays. I don't want to see any defensive slippage.
That's it. The defense is going to be key with this group for sure.
Yeah. Because we knew the offense wasn't optimized. I mean, that was the most frustrating thing last year, even getting to the conference finals. The fact that Tibbs doesn't seem to have, it feels like the average Knicks Fan TV member on the paid subscription, certainly paid members have definitely got a higher offensive basketball IQ than Tibbs did. No offense. No offense. But, he's not here anymore. I'm with my new guy. And I don't need RJ after his mid-performance for us, giving us strays.
RJ sent shots from north of the border.
Dude, he's just literally emptying the clip from Toronto.
He said,
nobody's thinking about
Julius,
you, bro.
He said Julius was not passing that ball not one time.
Yeah, we know.
We know.
We know. We suffered.
Yeah.
We saw the Hawk series, man.
He said
dribble off your foot.
Julius was not giving up that rock, man.
I wish him well, but he shouldn't have been smoking that Kush or whatever he was on. I don't know, it was a Girl Scouts, whatever he was on. Way too strong. Way too strong, guys. This new weed is different.
Dude,
Julius, 80s, 90s weed.
He said he would lock himself in a room. I said, oh, man, that's tough.
Yeah.
By
the way, we were locking ourselves in a room.
That's right. After the game. After the game.
I mean, it's all the tea is spilling 2-3 years later. RJ's got something to say.
Yeah.
Randall's doing a confessional. Guys,
yeah.
It's over.
But you know
not
what,
in the
though?
Jersey anymore.
But you know what, though? Everybody is kind of in a good place, though. If you think about it, look at everybody's success last year. Julius with the Wolves, he came back strong. RJ had his own good year with the Raptors. Quentin Grimes had a contract year. Obi went to the finals. I think Quickly battled some injuries last year. He didn't really have that great of a year. But if you think about some of the former players, they've all kind of had success to varying degrees.
And Frank's had some great Chinese food. He's learned a couple of things. Frank is getting in on it.
Can't speak for the French Prince, man. The French Prince, he didn't even make the French team. The Eurobasket, man. He got cut, man.
Some guys are built for it. Some guys are serious about it. They get better every year.
Yeah.
Like Knicks Fan TV. Every year we get a little better, a little crispier, No more dialing in. You got to be on the Discord. I think
you got to be on the Discord.
Strategic move. I mean, come on. It's
and
2025.
Hartenstein won the chip, most importantly.
I miss him.
I do.
And Dante.
Yeah, Dante.
I tell you, who do you miss most from the last 5 years? If you could just bring back one guy. Personal, you just miss.
I would say RJ. I would say RJ and iHeart a close second. I would say RJ and iHeart a close second.
Interesting. I mean, iHeart's the obvious one because, man, he's so versatile.
He was super
passing.
versatile for us, man.
Yeah. I got to go with Quickly. I miss Quickly. I'm just going on just a pure emotional basis. When Quickly would come in the game, I felt like, this is fun, It's going to be like he's our Jamal Crawford. He's just got that energy.
Yeah. I miss Quick. Quick was a good dude. Good family, too, man.
Yeah.
His Edgecombe backing down Deuce. So Knicks once again going with McBride, Shamet, Brogdon, Garrison Matthews, and Ariel Hukporti. Knicks get a defensive stop. Here they come, looking to run. Here's Shamet, keeps his head up, swings it over to Matthews. Matthews Swings it back to Shamet. Shamet drives down the lane. Runner gets it going. Nice mid-range for Landry Shamet. Nice job.
Look at that.
Good score. Good score.
That's a little floater.
Yep, Knicks up by 13. All right, here is Salas. Gets it over to Eric Gordon. Eric Gordon chucks up a three. Looks like a foul on the floor. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Last 5 years, who's the player that you kind of miss not having on this team, man? Let us know what you guys think. Shout out to my 2 cents. $5 super chat says Mitch with 16 boards in 18 minutes. Tell me again why he shouldn't start. Keep him healthy and pay him a new bag later this season. What'd you think about Mitch today, J. Cal?
I mean, I've been saying this for years here in the post game. He's good for 3 or 4 offensive rebounds that you otherwise wouldn't get.
Yep.
The average margin of victory in these games is 4, 5, 6 points. So what are we talking about, folks? He's the. You don't see it because you go, oh. He got a rebound. No, he got an offensive rebound. That's basically another 1.x points statistically. If he does it 3 times a game, now you're talking about 4-point swing, 5-point swing. It's really critical to get those offensive boards, and nobody does it better than him.
Yeah. Put in a day's work and a half. That's what we do.
Yeah. I mean, I always look at the per 48-minute stats just because statistically I find it interesting. If he could play, I'm not saying he's going to play 48 minutes, but if he could play 35 minutes or, God, even a 40-minute game, I mean, his stats would look absurd. Mm-hmm. And that's the problem with big men. Big men, they get injured. There's a lot more wear and tear on the system. So,
and Malcolm Brogdon gets on the board with a 3. Myra, send that clip if you watch it. We got to get that up. Malcolm Brogdon makes his first points as a Knick. All right, here's Edgecombe over to Gordon. Guarded by Brogdon. Vet versus Vet. Here's VJ Edgecombe down the lane. Nice defense by the Knicks. Huck Porty secures the rebound. Here comes Garrison Matthews. Swings it to Huck Porty. Lays it up and in.
Oh.
Huckamania running the floor very well.
I mean, he got a big body. That's moving fast down the lane.
Nice job,
I wouldn't
man.
want to be in front of that.
Nice job. All right, here's Eric Gordon, guarded by Shamet. Swings it across the court to Salas. He gets it over to Jabari Walker. Back to Salas, top of the key, guarded by Huck Porty. Huck Porty moving the feet well. Looks like he fouled him.
Yeah, just a little.
Draws a foul. Nice job. Huckamania running the break.
Yeah, both sides of the court here, man.
Yeah.
He's active. I think people are going to be fresh. I think we're going to see people look a lot fresher this season.
Yeah.
Because of the minutes distribution. I don't want to be minute police. It worked out last year, but we all know people's bodies are, you can get ground down. They got to change the number of games per season. It should just be like 10 games less, 20 games less. The injuries are too much. It's too many games. And I love the Knicks. If you had 150 games a year, I'd watch all 150. But I think the quality of the product would be much better if they just took 10 games off the season.
Yeah, well, now you're seeing even March Madness, they're adding games. Now they're talking about at 78 teams or something like that. So
what are we doing, folks?
It looks like they're going for more rather than less. But, with these TV deals, got to give these guys their money's worth. Eric Gordon for 3, misses. Rebound, Huck Porty battling. Snatches the rebound from Jabari
One-handed.
Walker. Yep, here's Malcolm Brogdon.
Look at the ball
back
movement.
to Brogdon, to Shamet, to Matthews
There it
for
is.
3.
There it is.
It's good.
5 passes.
Good
this
ball
is what we're going to see
movement.
all season.
Good
All
ball
season.
movement by the Knicks vets.
And look at the lead.
Here we go. Knicks balloon in the lead here, up by 17. Good ball movement by the squad here. Here's Salas, corner 3, no good. Huck Porty secures another rebound. Here's Brogdon running it, gets it to Huck Porty. Huck Porty looking, back to Brogdon at the elbow. Brogdon surveying, threads the needle to Huck Porty. All right, misses the runner, but good idea there for Malcolm Brogdon.
Decent ball movement.
Yeah. There's Edwards over to, I forgot who was 14. Okay, here we go. Here's Eric Gordon, top of the key. He's looking to make a move. Drives. Oh, that looked like a charge. Come on, man.
Yeah, I got to see the feet, but it did look like the feet were almost planted. Let's see here on the replay. No, he moved the right foot. That's a borderline call.
Yeah.
Maybe you could challenge it. I don't know if you want to waste time, but you get the challenges in the preseason.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. You should be.
Yeah,
You
right.
should have everything available.
Why not challenge it?
Why not? It'd be good to get the entire staff on board.
They got to review that. That's one of the things, by the way, we did well last year. Also, the Warriors did well. They really knew which calls to challenge and which ones not to challenge.
That's important.
This is a very important aspect of the game today.
Sure.
Is which ones do you challenge? And you don't challenge based on ego. You base it on whatever video nerd's got the 60 frame per second iPad. There's some video nerd sitting in the third row.
Right away, instantly.
And they know. They know. You and I sat behind the bench. We watched the Warriors, and they got that guy. They got two guys looking over this iPad. They just look at Steve Kerr. They're like, nope, don't challenge.
Mohamed Diawara has entered the game, takes it off the top of the key, misses the lay-in, and Huck Porty with the putback slam.
Huck Porty Palooza. Let's go.
Tyler Kolek also in the game. So the Knicks rocking with Brogdon, Kolek, Matthews, Diawara, and Huck Porty. And Brogdon gets the steal. He's looking for somebody. Gets it to Kolek, swings it to Diawara. And the 76ers toss it out of bounds.
They're gassed.
Yeah.
You can see
how many guys are they running with, man? Knicks got a whole fresh set of 5.
Not a starter in sight. Not a starter in sight for the Knicks.
Yeah.
We're running the table on these guys. My Lord.
Aaroncito salute. Okay, here comes Brogdon, guarded by Edwards.
There it is.
Running and gunning. Brogdon. Scoop layup misses.
Come on,
and here comes Philly. Jabari Walker running with it. Here's Walker over to Edwards. Edwards, top of the key 3. He hasn't hit a shot all day, folks. Here's Matthews with the rebound. Over to Brogdon. Brogdon looking to make a move with it. And what's the call? Foul?
Yeah, he got fouled. He pushed him. I think he pushed him out of the box. Yeah. He didn't have position, so he just pushed him.
Who else we got? Shout out to Dolph D. Just gifted 5 franchise channel memberships. So Rich Jim, salute Tom L, JJP NYC, Paul McWhite, and Rome Far Rock. Welcome to the franchise channel members. Here's Tyler Kolek, gets it over to Brogdon. Over to Huck Porty. Huck Porty with the runner. It's good. So Brogdon saying, Kolek, I'm running point. I'm running the show. Threads the needle to Ariel Huck Porty for a nice little runner.
Yeah, nobody's going to give Huck Porty any respect. He's going to put it up.
And that's his shot, man. He's got to take that. He passed up on a couple of those in Summer League. All right, here's Brogdon with the steal. Pushes it up to Kolek. Kolek, what's he doing with it? Okay, he's got somebody in the corner. Matthews, it's good.
Who's this guy?
Garrison Matthews.
Who's this guy?
This is what Matthews does, man. He's a 3-point gunner. He's definitely a gunner. And they did sign him the same day they signed Shaman.
Did you see him? He was, by the way, he was in the corner there, but he was floating sideways. That's an incredibly difficult shot.
Incredibly difficult shot. Good job by Matthews there.
Look at this. He's floating sideways.
Yeah.
Just this hitting the seams on that. Just net.
Nice, man. Good job so far. All right, here's our Porty in the pinch post. Looking to make a move. Gets it to Kolek. Kolek guarded by Jabari Walker. Kolek baseline. Okay. He was trying to find the cutting Brogdon. Good idea, but nobody there.
23.
Matthews shooting off the catch and shoot. Wow. That was nice. How much Matthews got so far? 9. 3 threes.
Oh. Look at that.
Okay, there we go. Garrison Matthews heating up. He says, hang on. Don't forget about me for this last spot, Landry Shamet.
I mean, we're going to need the nickname committee to get on Matthews.
Yeah, facts. All right, here we go. Here
we need a nickname.
Who's 14 again for Philly? That was the buzzer. Knicks up 81-57.
Shellacking. It's just a classic
Kennedy Chandler.
Wow. All right, guys, we're going to need to go to the official. We're going to need to go to the official naming committee here.
Yeah.
Possibly. If Matthews keeps this up.
If he makes the team, we might have to, man. I wasn't factoring him into the equation here.
I mean, I thought we were going to be working on a nickname for Yabusele. I mean, we had so many other nicknames we needed to brainstorm, to workshop, and now Matthews is moving up the list.
Here comes Garrison Matthews, man. Let me make sure I didn't forget any.
Carrison. We could work off the Carrison.
Shout out my 2 cents. Franchise channel member says, CPJ Cal, this is our year. Love starting Dottier. Trying to see what they've got and what moves remain. KFTV 100K overdue, fam. Absolutely. We coming, man.
Absolutely. Novak 2.0. Novak 2.0.
Absolutely.
This team is so deep. I agree, Zach, franchise channel member. This team is deep. This team is very deep.
Yeah, absolutely.
These guys just expanded the lead by 10 points without the starters.
Yeah, they're running and gunning, man. Let's take a look at how many fast point break points they have. They have to have quite a bit here. They have 22 to 5. So that's definitely a something to watch here in this game. Knicks running and gunning in transition.
You know, if you get those transition points, obviously that's going to exhaust the team. And if you're in a half-court set and you can get to that 4th, 5th, 6th even pass, you're going to exhaust the opponent. And that's what we're seeing here is they're exhausting Philly. These guys look tired. They look demoralized. It's demoralizing to be running around like that. And by the way, what did the Pacers and what did the Celtics do to us? They demoralized us with that motion offense.
That's right.
And now we have the motion offense. And this is why when we look back on it, love Tibbs, love where he got us, but if you don't evolve, it's time to take the $15 million a year vacation for a couple of years.
Yeah. No question about it, man. So to everybody in the chat, hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel. CP the Franchise in the building on this KFTV Live preseason edition, the first one of the season. We got our guy Jason Cal Canis, man, of the All In Podcast, This Week in Startups Podcast, investor extraordinaire, entrepreneur extraordinaire, hanging out with us on the Discord. And J. Cal will be joining us on video on Saturday for post-game live as well, man.
Yeah, man. I got to get back on. I got to go to the All-In Pod in an hour, but I couldn't help myself. I'm like, I got to get a little Knicks fan TV here. I got to get CP's takes. I slipped into the Discord because it's so simple. Everybody buy yourself a nice microphone so when you come on the Discord, 2025, 2026 season, we're not going to have any bad phone calls. No speaker phones anymore. No 5G, no
speaker
3G.
Phone, man.
No speakerphone. You get yourself a proper headset on Amazon. $20. It's an investment in your call. It just, God, so many bad calls. I mean, people have good opinions, but they don't invest in a microphone. Come on, people.
Alex Len has entered into the game for Ariel Huckporty. Kevin McCullough Jr. has entered into the game for Tyler Kolek. So Kevin getting some early action here. Here's Brogdon, hoists up a 3. Diawara with the rebound. Gets it back from Matthews. Diawara finds Alex Len. All he's got to do is finish, and he gets fouled. Yeah. Christian in the chat. What's up, CPJ Cal? Christian, how you doing? Oh, Lions for Lamb says, Splash Fuse. Matthews Splash Fuse. It's going to be kind of hard to say, man. Splash Fuse.
It's a mouthful. Like simulation. The simulation was a little hard, but when tough, it locked in, it locked in. You know? Where's that kid? Where's Jericho?
Jericho, is he still with the Bucks? I'm not sure. I got to check.
Man, he has so much potential.
Yeah.
And, you got to improve every year. He didn't. But, man, he had some moments.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, here's Kennedy Chandler. Gets into lane, finds Broom, who gets fouled. Okay, let me make sure that we are good here. So to everybody in the chat.
Who's Alex Len?
Who's Alex Len? So Alex Len, I believe he was the former number 1 pick in the, what pick was Alex Len? Yeah, he was fifth. He was the 5th pick to the Phoenix Suns in the 2013 draft. Never really panned out. Out of Maryland, Alex Len. Yeah, never really panned out.
He's from Ukraine. 257 foot.
Yeah.
32 years old. Okay, so this is it. He's a journeyman now. And, trying to find a spot in this new league where the apron makes it hard. It's hard.
And there he goes. Gets a tip in.
Okay. Fighting for his career here.
For sure.
Not easy, man. This is tough league now.
Tough league, man. Tough league.
Vet minimums, all this stuff. You used to be able to get a little bit of cash.
Yeah.
Now, second apron, first apron. It's just hard. So penalizes you. But it's a competitive league now. So 5 teams that could win it all this year easily.
Absolutely.
So that's what we want. That's what we want. We don't want people stacking 3 superstars anymore. I mean, except for the Knicks, who have 4.
There's Diawara on the drive. Matthews, corner 3, pass it up to Len. Back to Matthews. He gets stuck in the corner, kicks it out to Brogdon. Brogdon looking to reset. Here he goes, Brogdon. Oh, with a little English. And they force a turnover.
I just like that. I mean, how many players are we at now in the game? Let me take a look here.
It looks like everyone except for Matt Ryan and Trey Jemison have gotten into the game. So they could play today, or maybe they play Saturday.
17 players?
I
played in this game.
OG didn't play, so that they were down to 20. So, yeah. 17 or 18? Who else didn't play?
17 or 18. Matt Ryan, Trey Jemison.
21 people there. 21 players there.
So in the preseason, you don't have to lock in the 15. You can play everybody. Get a lot of looks.
Oh, the other two-way player. I don't know if he's suited up. I forget his name. That's who's missing on the list, the other two-way player.
Well, it's clear Mike Brown is a very different coach than Tibbs.
Yeah.
I mean, I think at this point, he's going to take the 2 guys who are sitting next to the bench. He's going to ask them to jump in the game and put some sneakers on.
That's right. He might Chuck Dolan some sneakers and get him in there. Is Chandler for 3, no good. All right, Sixers look like they're ready to head into Saturday.
Yeah, Knicks guys want to get some shawarma.
Knicks looking hungry, man. Shawarma. Knicks are looking hungry out there.
People are fighting.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Brogdon gets his pockets picked. Chandler in for the dunk.
Easy breezy. Well, there we are. The Knicks up 16.
Yeah. Here's Brogdon and McCullers. McCullers making his move. No good.
I like doing the play-by-play with you, CK. It's a kind of a fun thing to do. It's like being in the room, having a couple of pops, and just chilling with your boys.
Just chilling, man. Just to watch along, man. You know,
I like the watch along. You're pretty good at the play-by-play.
Appreciate it.
I didn't know you had that. I didn't know you had that.
Yeah, well, I gave the play-by-play duties to CK and JD last year. You know, but you
gotta throw your boys
every once in a while. Jump into the driver's seat. You know,
let people know. Let people know you're versatile.
That's it.
You're not just moderating. You're not just doing analysis and interviews. You can do play-by-play too.
I can get my Marv Albert on if I need to. You know what I'm saying?
You're like OG. You can defend 4 positions, 5 positions, no problem.
That's it. And speaking of OG Anunoby, just to reset for the fans, OG with a sprained his hand in practice. So they say, there's speculation. People are throwing the tinfoil hats on that it was the camel that got OG out of there. So either the camel or the Falcon.
It could have been the Falcon. These Falcons are pricks. Sorry, these Falcons are family show. These Falcons, they're not. Be careful.
It could have been the Falcon or the camel that sacked the dog there, if you will. So we're still waiting on official confirmation, but they're saying it's not all that serious.
We're so deep. I would love to see on the on the back-to-backs. I don't know how many we have this season. I didn't study the schedule, but
14. 14. The average is 14.4, so they're a little bit below average. I think the Magic lead the league with 16, but the Knicks will be 14. And in terms of travel miles, they're one of the teams at the bottom of the league this year in terms of total travel distance by miles. So we'll see how that factors into everything, for the load.
This is where Mike Brown can make some really good decisions that maybe Tibbs wouldn't make.
Yeah.
And maybe rest some of the injury-prone players so we have a little freshness when it comes to the postseason. Because in the East, finishing first, second, third, or fourth is likely not going to make a difference. I don't think it's going to be a huge difference. I'd like to see us come in first, second, or third, but I don't think it makes a huge difference.
Knicks are 21st in the league this year in terms of total travel mileage at 39,710. The Magic will be leading the league with 53,131, followed by the Trailblazers with 50.5, and the Memphis Grizzlies with just about 50.
And we got great plans,
Yeah.
Mr. Dolan knows how to fly these guys around. He knows how to spend the money.
Takes care.
Billionaire. He takes care. He gives them a good plane. So these guys got good support system. But it would be nice, since we're so deep, and we do have this issue of who gets to start, who's first off the bench. We're drowning in riches now. What do you think? Maybe you sit an OG. Maybe you sit a Brunson once in a while. Rest them up. I really think you got to have some long-term thinking as a playoff team that goes very deep. You got to really start thinking about this issue of I don't want to say minute police, but just the times when you can get injured are on the back-to-backs. Yeah. Those are the really dangerous games, and we got a lot of guys who are 27 to 31. Give them some rest. Why not?
And in those situations, I'm not even playing Mitch. I'm not even playing around with that.
Nope.
I'm not playing Mitch. Yeah, again, guys like OG and even Cat. You just got to be very, very careful, man. You just
be conservative.
Just gotta be careful.
We're playing for a chip this year, so be conservative. I mean, I understand Bridges wants to keep his Iron Man streak alive. I'm fine with that. I'm not worried about Deuce. I'm not worried about Brunson all that much, but still, since he is the number one player on the team, you should be thoughtful about it. And Tibbs, let's face it, he dodged many bullets last season. The fact that we went into the playoffs so healthy and was the opposite of the year before, where he ground everybody to the point of absurdity 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Who started in that Pacers series 2 years ago?
Right.
Who was left? I think Hart was our number one option.
I'm gonna shoot Tibbs some bail because I'm on the side that says that the bench wasn't all that good. Some people think that you just play a bench and you automatically play well, but that's not always the case. I didn't think he had the pieces, but Brown has pieces this year, and so the emphasis is going to be on load management and depth management. So he's going to be under the spotlight for it. So whether he likes it or not, he's going to have to manage the rotation, extend the rotation, but also still get wins, as you know. Tough game, tough deal.
I think we're going to do, I would put it at 54, 55 wins this season.
Okay. I think I said about 53, 54. I'm right there.
Yeah. Because I do think there'll be some games where he chooses to see some looks, to try some different things, and maybe this, lots of ball movement will take a little time. We might be discombobulated at times, maybe trying to figure things out. So you got to give them a little grace in the first 20 games. But I think somewhere between 20 and 30 games, they'll have the system dialed in. So I don't know, maybe first 20 games will be 10-10 or something. But then we'll start to see, us go above 500.
See him settle in. Yeah. Good people in the chat. We did put the link to the post-game show, live post-game show, with a full breakdown, plus your calls on the Discord. The link is in the chat. And if you guys have downloaded your digital calendars, the link is in your calendar notification, man. That's a new value add, free resource for the fans this year.
Wait, we got a calendar? It's like a Google calendar?
So we programmed the entire 82 games season into a Google Calendar, Apple Calendar, and Outlook Calendar. And so every game you will get the notification just like you would for your meeting notifications, things of that nature. But also inside that notification, you'll have the links to post-game. You'll have links to the merch store. You'll have links to SeatGeek if you need to buy tickets. And then links to the watch party to RSVP as well. So free resource for the fans so that you don't miss a single part of the action from the game all the way through the post-game, man. End-to-end.
So if you're watching on YouTube, if you open up the description right below the join button.
Yep.
It says Apple Cal link, Google Cal link. So you just drop it right in there. I just dropped it in. This is great. Now I can just tell my assistant if I have any important meetings and they overlap with Knicks Fan TV, reschedule them.
That's right. That's
Because
right.
I got priorities,
That's,
people. I got
that's
priorities.
right. That's right. We are making
Oh,
sure you guys have everything you need to be productive
Absolutely.
fans, man. Work and wait, man. Work,
I gotta
work
go. I
and
gotta
wait.
go. I gotta go do all in. Listen,
Yes, sir.
CP, again, on behalf of the fans and the family here at Knicks Fan TV, we appreciate you and the commitment to excellence and bringing the community together. See you on Saturday, everybody.
Appreciate you, my guy. We'll be tapped in later on. Jason Calcanis. Check him out later on today. The All In podcast. Well, you're recording today for tomorrow's show, right?
Yeah, recording today for tomorrow. Yeah,
Got you.
And you get your picks there. All right, everybody.
We'll be tapped in, man. J Cal, appreciate you, man. All right, that's our guy, Jason Calcanis, man. Shout out to J Cal. 6:25 left in the game. Knicks going with, get on the floor, Kolick. Kolick gets the ball to Brogdon. Brogdon gets it down to Ryan, to Len, and he misses it. So Knicks going with Kolick, Brogdon, Matt Ryan, Alex Len, and Kevin McCullough Jr. All right, salute to you guys, man. We cook it, man. We cook it 218 here on the East Coast. Salute to our sponsor of today's show. Salute to our guys at Manscaped. Once again, go to manscaped.com. Use our code KFTV for 15% off plus free shipping. Shout out to our friends at Manscaped. Back with us. Number of years now. I was just talking to somebody yesterday. I said, damn, yo, like, we've been with Manscaped for mad long since we started this thing. They were our first sponsor. And they continue to support. So we appreciate the relationship with Manscaped and the partnership and quality products, honestly. You know, like I said, any products we promote here on the show are products that I use. I use Manscaped, you know, no testimonials. That's all I'll say. But it works for me, helps me. It might help you too. 15% on plus free shipping, manscaped.com. Okay, 6 minutes to go. Action has kind of died off a little bit here. Looks like Brogdon has taken a seat, and he's done for the night. So overall, Malcolm Brogdon finishes with 1 for 3 from the field, 3 points, 2 assists, and a rebound. So that was a good outing from Malcolm Brogdon. TM, check the Slack. All right, Knicks up 86-70. Started off a bit slow, but they've settled in. And he had a number of guys looking pretty good here. We just dropped the link to the postgame show. The link to the postgame show is in the chat. We'll be back here on Saturday. So make sure you guys are tapping in. Also, as a reminder, man, 20% off the KFTV merch store. So make sure you guys are getting your merch. KnicksFanTV.com, but also the link is pinned to the top of the chat. 20% off using the code KFTV20 at checkout. All right, so that's how we're going to celebrate the preseason kickoff and this preseason victory here. And as a token of our appreciation for you guys being here and rocking with us. No way, Carlos. No way to keep Matthews, man. One's got to go to keep 2. That's how it's looking. One's got to go to keep 2. Sario carry on. Yeah, hyped to beat the Sixers. We was dust in regular season. The game against the Wolves is a test. This is preseason, sir. This is preseason. We're hyped to see basketball. Period. We're hyped to come together as a community and just hang out and just chill, man. That's it, man. We're not grading games and quality wins and whatever. No, we're not doing that. This is the overreaction show, sir. This is what we do. We overreact. This is fun, man. What would you rather do? You want to be working? I mean, come on, man. A little perspective here, man. Come on, man. 5 minutes to go. All right, let me post the post game. Okay. All right, how we looking here? 87 to 70. Gamba, how we looking? Are we loud and clear? Are we loud and clear? Testing 1, 2, 3. Let me get the post-game cover here. Shout out to our guest yesterday, man. He was a good guest. We got a good guest yesterday. Shout out to him. Gamba, do me a favor. Send me the... I think I have it. Never mind. I think I have it. And also make sure I didn't forget any super chats. So what we'll do after this play-by-play, take a quick break, quick stretch, and start our post game on that link that I just put in the chat. And we'll just run right into it. Sad Bert just got off work. What I missed, we're going to do the full recap on the post-game show, sir. But so far, so good. Knicks are looking good. Had some good performances. Mitch, Karl Anthony Towns. You had the Hart back injury. Brogdon came in, gave him some good minutes. Garrison Matthews gave him some good minutes. Bridges. They started to settle in. All right, let's see who else we got here. Salute. All right, let's see what we got here, man. Hit my soundbite here. Shout out to JR, franchise channel member, $5 super chat to CP Brown for Coach of the Year. Wow. Okay. Eric L. Beats, KFTV resident DJ at the watch parties, says Knicks basketball, Yankees baseball tonight, typical October day. 20 days until Knicks open tonight, orange and blue skies. Let's go. Yankees got to do the damn thing tonight. Are they going to get it done tonight? You know, game 1 pissed me off, man. Now, game 2, they got it back. They had to get, they had to draw one out, squeak one out. But it's like, we just need some dogs, man. It's been my complaint with the Yankees all year long. It's gut check time. You blew game 1. You blew a great performance by Max Fried. I hate this new baseball where, we're taking these guys out. 5 innings and all of that. Oh, yeah, 117 pitches. What are we paying the guy for? You just saw CeCe get into the Hall of Fame. CeCe was a dog. CeCe would pitch 2 days in a row if he had to. But nevertheless, the bullpen got it done yesterday. And how about the game 1 loss, man? To go down against your old friend, Aroldis Chapman, who seems to be getting better with age. That was tough to watch. So I was a little bit tight after game 1. Game 2, obviously, they were able to squeak one out. They got it. So there you go. Vic 87. What platform do you have? Vic 87. What device do you have? And once again, this Saturday, as they say in the telecast, we'll be back, man. 11 a.m. Knicks taking on the Sixers live from Abu Dhabi, and we'll have it live. We should be live for play-by-play, so we should be good to go there. So you guys can tap in. All right, so I'm going to drop for the calendar link. I'm going to drop for the calendar link. Here's the Google Calendar link. I'm going to drop in the chat right now. All right, so Vic 87, make sure you click on that link. That's for the Android users. And here's the link for Outlook and Apple. For Outlook and Apple calendars. Here's the link. Yeah, I don't like the little, the micromanaging with the pitchers, man. You give these guys an arm and a leg. You got to cook, my man. 88-71. Okay, here's Jemison. Jemison gets in. So, looks like Knicks have played all their guys today. Here's Trey Jemison III. Kolek making his move. Okay, nice little floater for Tyler. Vic 87. Let me make sure it works. Yeah, I know Luke Weaver hadn't played well. I can agree with that. He should have got his job done. And they also, shit the bed with bases loaded. It was like they had their opportunities, man. Here's Kolek. Kolek, you got to pull up for that 3. McCullers wants a 3. His range is inside. Kev ain't got no shot. McCullers has no shot. His range is inside. He's got to drive to the basket. He's feast to famine. Okay. Uh, 3 minutes left, 92-74. Action has kind of lulled. All right, here's Jemison, finds cutting Kolek. Kolek mid-range misses it. All right, here's Kennedy. Here's Salas with the ball. Kennedy Chandler gets it over to Barlow. Speaking of Barlow, shout out to my guy Rafael Barlow, man. Who remembers when Rafael Barlow used to come on the show and do our draft breakdowns? Rafael Barlow just got a job with the Mavericks as a European scout. So very happy for him. That's been his dream job to get as be a scout. He's very good at it. Had NBA draft junkies and then moved over to, I think, NBA draft big board to Chad Ford. And now he's moved on to the Mavericks. And he's from Dallas. So congratulations to our guy, Rafael Barlow. And congratulations to our guy, Bailey, man. You guys remember Bailey from KFTV Court Vision. Shout out to Bailey, man. He just got a job with the Miami Heat. So Knicks Fan TV has continued to serve as a launching pad for some emerging talent in this industry. I don't ask for anything. I just, I'm just a conductor here, like I told y'all. So Bailey's going to the Heat. Yeah, man. He told me I was super happy for him, man. And, it's unfortunate to lose good talent because he's not allowed. He can't come on the show. He's not allowed to tweet or anything. He's doing good stuff for the Heat. So it's tough because it's tough business because you lose good talent and you got to replace them. But it's also, that's why we're here. When Bailey, when I first reached out to him, our first meeting, I told him, I said, bro, what's your dream? He said, I want to get to the league. I said, we're going to get you there. We're going to blow you up quick. He's a talented guy. So, shout out to you guys at home for tapping in and supporting because KFTV Court Vision was a big factor in him getting the job. So shout out to you guys, man. Bailey's going to the Heat. So shout out to everybody who tapped into KFTV Court Vision. We had a good run. He's a very sharp talent. He'll be missed. We'll have to find a equally, sharp talent to bring in. But yeah, man, shout out to Bailey, man. He made it to the Miami Heat, man. Yeah, arch rivals. Yeah, now he's gonna be scouting the Knicks. So shout out to him, man. Ash had a cup of coffee here. She went to SNY, Sports Illustrated. Now she's with CBS Sports Network. Shout out KFTV Dave. He went to ESPN. This is what we do. I don't need anything. I just I'm just a conductor here, man. That's it. All right, so they got a replay here on the call here. So everybody's getting that preseason rust off, replay booth, practicing challenges and all of that. All right, let's hear what the call is after review. Okay, they're calling a foul on Philly. Foul on Philly, okay. Did Pat the Rat call me for a reference? That's funny. No. Pat should cut me. He should cut me a referral fee for sure. Yeah. Pat the Rat owes me a finder fee, man. But yeah, congratulations to Bailey. All right, McCullers knocks down 1-2. Okay, let's see how they're defending. Here's Kolek trying to get through the screen, trying to guard Kennedy Chandler. There's number 45. Here's Salas. Jemison can't get the stop, and we stop the clock again. Stop the clock again. Back to the free throw line. Make sure you guys get your merch. KnicksFanTV.com, 20% off for the remainder of the game. Send Riley a bill. Yeah, absolutely. Shout out Knicks chick, MSG commercial. Yep, absolutely. Salute to the Knicks chick. Aggravated man. Ashley left and Angel went with it. Ain't that a fact? Yeah, we heard from Angel since. All right, here comes Kolek, man. This guy's got to hurry up. I got to use the bathroom. Here's Kolek. All right. Misses it. Misses the runner. Here's McCullers. Nice feed to Jemison for the slam. All right, here is Salas in the corner. Gets it out to Jabari Parker. Parker on the drive. Stolen by Kevin McCullough. McCullough running the break. Feeds it to Jemison. Misses the scoop layup. Rebound McCullough. Misses. And Jemison tries to get the tip in, but misses that as well. Overall, though, you know, I thought it took the Knicks a little time to adjust and really pick up their energy. Once they did, they never really looked back. I think their talent really overtook the Sixers. Obviously, with both teams, you're going to get vanilla offense, vanilla defense. But I think once the Knicks up their intensity. And there you go. Yeah, Dottier was bricking out there. That wasn't really a good sign. Got to make those shots, man. Dottier was kind of bricking out there. Oh, he's back in the game. Okay, so Dottier getting an extended look out there. And gets called for an offensive foul. Okay, rebound Jemison. Here we go. We should just about be wrapping it up. Kolick in the paint. Gets it going. Yeah, I'm a little behind. I see the game's over on the other side. I'm a little behind, whatever. All right, there's Jabari Walker. Gets it to Barlow. Back to Walker. Gets it in, I assume. How many people we got in the chat? All right, make sure you guys are clicking on the post-game link. Meet me on the post-game show next. We're going to keep the party going. Let me get the post-game link in here for you guys so you guys can meet me there. We got a good crowd in the chat already for post-game, so meet me there. I'm going to take a quick pause, quick reset, and wrap up today's game. But shout out to the lunchtime crew, man. Shout out to everybody that joined me here on Play-by-Play, man. The chat was lively. Had a good convo. Salute to J. Cal for coming in. And there we go. Knicks win 99-84. Game 1 of 2 out in the desert of Abu Dhabi is over. And great job by the team. Let's go. Good start, man. Great session. Great show, everybody. So like I said, I'm going to take a quick pause. Head over to the post-game show link that I just dropped in the chat. And we'll see you over there, all right? 99-84, Knicks get a win. Good job by the squad. Salute to the mods, salute to the production team. And we'll see you over on Postgame Live, man. Remember to hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe to the channel, all of those things. Support us, ladies and gentlemen. We are on our way to 100K subscribers. We can't do it without you guys. Like, share it. Share this link in your group chats. All of you in here are in the group chat. Text your friend that's a Knicks fan that doesn't know about KFTV. Anybody that doesn't know, whether they're a Knicks fan or not, share this with them. I guarantee you, we will be converting people. That'll be a side mission this year. All right, but anyway, great show. Smooth Will, didn't know there was a game. You got to get your calendar, man. You got to get your calendar, Smooth Will. All right, so make sure, Smooth Will, if you're an iPhone user, I'm going to drop your Apple calendar here. We got the entire Knicks schedule programmed in a calendar so you don't miss a game. There's no excuse. So the Apple calendar has been dropped in the link in the chat, and we're about to drop the Google calendar in the chat, and then I'm about to hit the reset. Smooth Will, you got to get on it, man. People in the chat, tell Smooth Will, you got to do it, man. All right, cool. There it is. Tiggerton, you got it. Google's there, and I put Apple in there. All right, so click on the calendar links. It's also in the video description. It's also below in the video description. I'm just putting it in the chat so you guys have it. Okay? All right, so you guys are post-game, man. Meet me over there in about 15 minutes, all right? Call me up on the KFTV Discord as well.